Abusuafo ema munyina ha mamu atena se. Ya mamu akwaba eba memanti so 100.9 FM so. Yadu ase sen na wodi wafidie no ato ha no se yehwe yembre no asa bredie se no mie donko ayi me pentam. Donko abapa wosima aduonu emiensa pepepe. Betre mo afri sa break o se no 9 ebebo. No 9 bopepe my Ola Michael eba beji adwa. Na wajiji entatade ya kofie. Ene eye ya wada October bosumi de to so do 14th October 2021. Ene eye da so kokra ewa amansan nyina wo mo calendar eso. Na sa eda eye sununkwen eye ene eye World Sight Day. Ene eye da wiase nyina to aso no ma ye de bo dawro fa ye ni eho. Na sa eda no ya wada to so mienu ewo October bosumi mu bia. Ya wada etosumienu ewo October bosumi bibia mu ewo afibia mu ena saa edai yetimi ehye efan edi enede no esi 14th of October next year de yenim date ebesie date bi ebesie so far as a second Thursday of in October bia no ya de ye behwe ne yetimi a celebrate na afidie no 2021 World Sight Day no what say wo de ebo dawuro afa eni ho kwan abefa so abebo ani ho ban eni ma obeya a wani ho apomuden ho nsam ebesipi esita na wani baabi ade ni hye bia baabi ewo bia tentensuo bia wani etimi ehunu enti afi 2021 asemtira edapono so a ye celebrate enede no wo say love your eyes do wani nya odosonko ema wani ehwemu atodwa se wuyi emnipa enan bia egina hono mo a wo mani eye wo mo ya emu miensa eni eye wo mo ya no wo mo anenam wo mo ene yeso ama akofa ba yebetimi asisa ade na no enema wo mo ye ma wo mani eye wo mo ya no yebetimi asisa ade na no eto se ye momodian se yebetimi ahwe na yetimi aye na kama na aboa yen o se se obi ene ye ne ya won se nipadua no ne kanea ene wani nipadua ne kanea eno ne wani enti se eni ne kata na chese sum edu nipadua no enti so obi biara wadi dem ewo nani bia eye yade a eyade a emu onwono eyade a wonsu umpekora senka obeka sesebe enko wotamfo eso ene ma bebre ene de ba akra de etimi aboabo no yeso obi a wo diabetes yade ebetimi am wanyem nifra ebi aba so yade bi ese frɛ no trachoma ebetimi ama wani onya hawo wani sa wutim uma wani no eya adwumaden bi uma wani ne se bi atesa obi a wo use mobile phone anadwobre mu na nye se shren no wani sisu se ya wo mo no empo echese wo mo wani kra no ase hyen se ebedrum pempenso bi no e de hawo ebebre wani ye frɛ bibi refractive error eno so ebetimi aha wani cataract eye ete eno so betimi aha wani eno da nkyɛn a enyini nipa wo nyini ko wanim no eno so betimi aha wani ɛna glaucoma yade eno so ebetimi asɛ wani na enipa no dodo no a ya wo mo ɛwɔ eni ho ha no ya na dodo no a ye wo mo a wo mu fie no ɛkɔ ani mo anya firi bɛsɛ mfie aduonum ɛkɔ no nanso no eni yare de obi a akodawo anyine wo wote sen yo etimi ɛyɛ sabe eni na eye akonipadua na akwa bia ehu hia yie papa enti a wose ye firi ye pemu nyina ne ya ade mu nyina mu ebo ye ne ho ban ya eni se toto ye ni asekora esanse niema nipadua na ensa ka nyina no efa kase no wani ene bedi kan ehunu ansa na watumi etuso anamo etimi srodofo bo wani ho ban ansa na akachi ede amaw ai na metufo efa eni hu no na mekyerɛkyerɛ se bia wuyo bia wota eyusu te se computer na laptop na bibia te sa no a omoden se ye wo glass bi etimi de kata animu se na ebeya race na free computer no mu eba no enko wani su straight na ebekokora no a ebeba form so ebete na afen so no se bia wo hwɛ screen so se ye phone screen na abehwɛ so ana se bia wo hwɛ computer laptop screen eso cha ese ubeyi wani be wo hwɛ be se 20 minutes a ubeyi wani na wa hwɛ ba bia ye anamontenten be se 20 feet wagine wani ahwa beye simata 10 no anase seconds no 20 and 20 and san o mato din wo hwe so be 20 minutes ade a wo ye no wo browse na e wo so about 20 minutes time na wo yi wani na wa hwe wani mo tenten so be se anamo aduo na eno so wagine wani a be se seconds no aduo no eno timi boa ebe wani no ban na ya atai bo wani bo wani pre eno so eboa pa e ma se fi bi akata eni no so a eno so etimi eyi efiri honomo ai na eno so etimi aboa na se ba se bi a wo hwe phone so ana se laptop so a screen no wo behwe na eni no adum wo fom entigi se wo mmua wani obi kan se wo stress wani no ansa na wo hunu adekora wo kan wo te ka mu a enye ka mu na abekan kan enwoma akope PhD wo te ka mu na ka na ekwa enkan ade because esa wo streni wani no eno so yemfa nto yenkotodwemu na entime emwa yen afedi etwa to okra me de ema wo ne se ebra no ya kwa ya sabia na ekohwehwe wani ebra no ya kwa ya sabia na ekohwehwe wani esan se wo ma na yen tinti ya sabia ekohwehwe wani na so how bi eba ema doctor fo hu ne ntem na wo metime aso ano ede amao na me fa kwanya so amu akwa basron kokra official good afternoon ankasa ekoma metiefo nyina ba bibia wo bia awie mema wa ha echiao ejiwa wa tu se bra ne nyina ya nwenwene o my Ghana ho na woda so tiasie yi a wo fa yawo mu no na chese wo nkwa wo tiase ai se wo fa yawo mu wo fa ohaw mu wo fa benedie mu a na chese woda so etiase woda so ewo nkwa mu wo ya de na enfomso eba ho a eno na chese woda so eye nipa ai na brebia wo ye bibia de mo a wo to akoso aye emfa ho enne ekukuruhwi ase a wo befamu no kan hunu se enidaso ewo ho saa ohaw na wo famu no omfamu a enkonkosi awieye etimisere wa emu ho abomfia empa ba emo aba mumu tokoso na wo daye so no tumi eduru ho na sebe ensuo tojayi a nyankonton eto tensuo etojayi a nyankonton eto enti na won so wo de atokotodwem akekere owere sabio emframa a ano odin panyi beka se emframa kyerenche emframa jampantrudu efa eyedan a ekire etimi adwo se osumudru se den a ade ebeche na sabe se bibia ba wie a ahyase afoforo so ewo honomo ema production crew ayakrado Jo Dami Aduma Jerry Osea Juma Frema Abankro Wadaroma ena womo ebomichidome awie Sabre wo share live at Need 100.9 FM live so Facebook and YouTube by Despite Media. Yeah, WhatsApp line so you activating the da ubetimi the messages and comments nyina fa hono ye beken kan kama e dia mo sanso na ubetimi e de afa Facebook live no so ye beken kan kama e de amount 0503721744 0503721744 ye beken kan bra esefatemo e de amount sabe ye so kasafin so kasantwi e ya na wa kasa na emu abanyam Ebusuya mi din e de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afra me biamzi wam woman gadama mi soja BIAMAH brofo de ni nyina afra me ameje osododo me na mi di dwumadi ho chia me free sabreko se no 9 ebebo no 9 bebo pepepa ndie me nkoso antena ha oye de mutwum mu ne bete ne yepe away bas Ebusuya for safe na odo afidie no ato hanu ma meka wo se ha ye Need 100.9 FM so me manti edwumadie e na waso egu a otie no ye da ye ho akwaba ye ba se ne da bia ye no kanawu ye de bebrem ene de ye tiefo mo so na ye ba mo so e na ye ba because emeba
in the capital Need FM
are in these terrorist groups and not, for example, the Republic of Ghana. And so they would criticize how our democracy does not work and it does not deliver. They will criticize how they are waiting for jobs, but those jobs will never come because the government will never be able to deliver. They will criticize how they can take certain things happening in society and use them as examples to radicalize. All these become the techniques of radicalization. They become the techniques of, if you call it, undermining what we are, what progress we have made, and what we have achieved. People should not assume that there is no jealousy, that in the Fourth Republic, we have maintained and sustained political stability. We are not like other places where people are arrested and locked up. People don't want to see a country, and when I say people here, I'm referring to these terrorist groups. They are envious that when there is an environment in which every country is suffering under the weight of terrorism, Ghana continues to stand stable. It's not to create the mistake of allowing people to fall into the hands of terrorists, but that every day we work together to overcome those challenges, right from local government level to national level, to prevent that radicalization, which then makes people to fall into the hands of these groups when the possibility of recruitment arises. Let us continue with the effort of delivering good governance. Military or security is one, but it is more about the delivery of good governance. Let in every village and in every community, even when we have challenges, let us continue to engage one another in which people know that there is a collective effort, both formal and informal. Continue to allow you in the media to have the space. Even when you criticize, it should not be interpreted as negative. It should be interpreted as constructive to help the accountability process. Let's continue to deepen democracy.
I represent Ghanaians and the country Ghana. We have spoken with one voice that we don't want anything to do with whatever terms they add, because there's still no end yet. As we are told, we used to call it lesbians and gays. Then they started talking about transgender, they talked about transsexual, they talked about queer, and they've added another Q. And then they started intersex. And they brought another A. They added another A. Now they added P. And then they see two letters that they see a plus. One of their activists called Moo said in social media, I'm a funny person. That the speaker is a funny person. I will continue to be funny to make sure that the right thing is done. I am pro-life, and I will continue to be funny to make sure that lives are saved in the world. I will continue to be funny to ensure that this world created by God as a garden of Eden for us to enjoy will continue to be enjoyable by all of us. We will not threaten any person, but we shall also not be threatened. And all those threatening the members of parliament who are leading this bill, please be warned. We cannot be threatened in our homes. This must be stated loud and clear to those who have come to do business in Ghana, those who represent their countries and think that they are right. We also represent our country. And they can never dictate to us as to how to live or not to live in this world. And I'm very clear in my mind that this House, the Parliament of Ghana, will pass this bill as soon as possible.
Africans have never been homosexual. You have never seen homosexual frogs. I have cattle, I have never seen homosexual gay cattle. And homosexuality is detrimental to human existence. I don't care what they feel about me. I didn't introduce the death penalty here. I found it here. And the British brought the death penalty to the Gambia. Before colonialism, there was no death penalty in Africa. Don't you know that? Go to history. In the slave trade, doesn't Africans get capture people in the bush? So those are the same type of Africans that we still have that they use against us. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, but homosexuality is un-African. And let me also make it very clear. Even if the whole world accepts it, Jammeh will not accept it in the Gambia. Let them go and tell me whatever they want to tell. Do I care? I don't.
I have to be honest with you.
No one can deny Prime Minister Cameron his right to make policies, take initiatives, or make statements that reflect his societal norms and ideals. But he does not have the right to direct other sovereign nations as to what they should do, especially where their societal norms and ideals are different from those which exist in Prime Minister Cameron's society. I, as president of this nation, will never initiate or support any attempts to legalize homosexuality in Ghana. As a government, we will abide by the principles enshrined in our constitution, which constitution is supreme. Let me also say that whilst we acknowledge all the financial assistance and all the aid which has been given to us by our development partners, we will not accept any aid with strings attached if that aid will not inure to our interest, or the implementation or the utilization of that aid with strings attached would rather worsen our plight as a nation or destroy the very society that we want to use the money to improve.
It will not be under the presidency of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo that same-sex marriage will be legal. The same-sex marriage will be legalized in Ghana. It will never happen in my time as president. Let me repeat, it will never happen.
You don't talk about roads that are not constructed. You don't talk about hospitals. You are talking about LGBTQ+. Do we need it? Will it put food on our table? Honorable Sam George, I salute you again. Nonsense. Quote me well. Engo iyaduna. Fofo asho na asho he. Yata onu ke chichi kankpe. Oh, na fofo masho. Somebody say sure. Oh, I love my church. Say sure. You don't talk about roads that are not constructed. You don't talk about hospitals. You are talking about LGBTQ+. Do we need it? Will it put food on our table? Honorable Sam George, I salute you again. Nonsense. Quote me well. Engo iyaduna. Fofo asho na asho he. Yata onu ke chichi kankpe. Oh, na fofo masho. Somebody say sure. Oh, I love my church. Say sure.
Yeah, was your for brasso see de kana wo eba. Every ashasia afi ashasia ya mampanyi ye de na esi akonwa so ne second time wo shasie yeso ani in na obi ahwe animu afi de aban eba beyi DC ne MCs foforo ebeba na bosumi nsia twam ebeba na bosumi nwotwe twam yesi abosumi nkrunum pe na mampanyi ankasa hye bo se sa September bosumi wi entwam nko na mabobodin ama obi ahu aban krache mpanyimfo a mene won eba be ye adwuma ampa wo de ose yoyo ama bobodin afa na dru se ye beji wo mo atum assembly members that dey say adwon kan say fear delegates no fear some assembly members ebinu mo ho no mo ache say me kai keep kosidie yi say womu tutia na 2 times or say 3 times womu tutia no omwie no womu san ba san obetwetwe sika bi ma womu ti won san magidi sika je say wotimu se womu mpe no so hu enti they say ya je ebinom atum ebinom so afi na ye beto aba asem members e beto aba age wo mo atum enti wo frɛ na me baby telephone line set dey dey make say na me call e dey ama me callers no wo frɛ na wabɔ say district assembly awo say municipality awo na sense metropolitan ayi na awo metropolis na awo no waka ubo hodin na wabɔ udisi ana MC din e de aka ho pa chotie ni yo enya fe ne ebe ye nchia bia wo ba na chia nipa meka ato mani abrepa wonni mo MC din a memfre eti hwehwe MC ana udisi edin etu frɛ na wobɔ udin a na waka mesin kro ana se municipality ko ana metropolitan assembly ko a wofri mu na wabɔ udisi ana MC din ubo wie pa de wo pese ya so ani in ana se ya gye na atoma wie no wo pese oye e de boa ompotem na no so waka ho asem oba betototo ayampia bi a meka atew awie mani abre pa 0302 243540 0302 243540 edem yopo edifre na efa wadwen ebra. Hello
BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Alaji, good afternoon.
Afternoon, BIAMAH Soja. Now, pump to say.
Nyame adome ho ye pa Alaji etio.
Yo me person so ne o kan central. And I mean to me MC ni boy lie. And I nyame ya aduma China Friday and I be sending in. And he said the also my apunya say kanu. Boy lie there. Oya branch here papa wo bo agima. Wo hwe o kan central and north nyina. Ono control ho nyina. Na uba okanke no umhu sise papa oya wa say u drive car umfa motor policy no one will tell the run about the whole the oya wonu wo bo agima ye pa nti media nyame ya aduma kina ye
achi motor first run about the na wa yo
oh na kwa ho no wa ye basa nti wa ya ho ye apenti ho kama nti jesia anajo kura uduru on ma otimu say yes.
I see. Me da se pa Alaji. Now so dia na wo hwe ni mu so obeya ma wo. Okay, Alaji eko wenti me anka. Osu betimi afre na wo de wo de aba. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ba jo udi ni bebe afrefi.
MAAME BIAMAH wo ya wa uni abema na amwako a mekasafi esuboy ewo Eastern region.
Okay, mpeso aben so na wo.
MAAME BIAMAH me wodo me kwabenya mpesu ya so.
Okay.
Now so me wo interest I will come papa ayensu no constituency. I hold am women interest kese pa I will because you could do very
Nchia na eko. Eti ayensu ano mo DC oho anase mo MC oho ye hwan.
Justin Uku ansa.
Okay.
Ono ye the new DC aba ayensu no constituency.
O ma ginatum.
Mpacho ya ginatum.
Okay, nti dia na ohwe ni mu se wa be obeye de aboa ayensu anofo.
Dia me share ni so bit na ye dedi kan na me ntia adwimpanfo nyina na me ntia yiwa.
Entia no meyiwo mesimo obi antia kasa.
You ma sorry. The be hinu so obeye de aboa ye wa yeso nto so ye kwan nyina enyen. Me bo mo dia say isi ya wa be e pe kwan bi so no pe machines. Even at home, almost no support na obi to chika kwa so amaye na ye mo travel ama etibiri ya car afaso because enuane a efi ayenso no ewi a de ba Accra no akuafo ho pa efi esbo ko wa ye kwanye esbo ko anom ye kwanye esbo ko bobua ye kwanye ene esbo ko pota ye kwanye bibi ho anye best say DC na waba no ebe kwan bi so na wa pe machine na every man the one you want to find us na find say mo trouble
Meda sipi na namu ako. Meda se. Oso betimi ede odie aba. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, BIAMAH.
Me pa cho di ni baby afrefi.
Me Diana KO FIE, professional taxi driver.
Yo, KO FIE. Empesu aben na wo so na DC din the same.
More trouble constituency. Me MC in a honorable vacancy. And I feel, I assemblyman, a friend you. You know, you know, member, honorable member, you Abaso.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Me pa chodi na pese yera Wilkinson e yema e wo trobo.
The American say MAAME BIAMAH from Festus. Eko amount from Efa Kosi Odumase. Ekwa ko Pietre Junction. Ebe Pia Momoli Junction. Ade kwa ko Oduma. MAAME BIAMAH areho.
E dey na esi wo ho.
Na o hwe kwan pa MAAME BIAMAH menka say photos o. E mahu.
Eju pese sa kwan no omo fixe mamo.
Me
that's pi what make you point no well no hello me pacho Christo adom me ho ye na won so
nyame de wa ye na from the account na Akufo Addo de
ibia be fine pacho di ni ba bia frefi
pacho Mr. Nokrats and ye me ka Africa so ba bia mpi no tutu no
empesu abe na wo so na MC ni hwan
no uti senior east ye MC in din or this Anita na Anita I feel no imagine atom last week ya no imagine the tom na me station me person wo ye ma me ba ku di kan pa ye ka so polyclinic you do light the rate bia na plant bi ni ho ye be so ediama eho na se de be ya yarefo no edibenya enyiram kania na se doctor fo benya enyiram kania de aye adwuma nti obetu ho na mo na kaso polyclinic ko benya ye tosu mienu person with disability ma wonye enyiyimu emme ka se we die woni mama nyoku nti won qualify say ye be man no person with disability fine on fa say enyiyimu ne ma se ne former NC no be ye no o ma ye na enye baako oyoba time into one kind na mum so who na found uni na phone no nta no ko no qualify ko a person with disability for am for man and a CP last up e dey call ringa e kwan no on hwe no solve my kaso aso ebola no otimi to asie
that's pe no krasa e de eno no so fa de e brai na yenkoye nim hello good afternoon Eba cho udine e baby afrifi
Me pacho we Frankinero am here mayor e wodo me market.
Frankinero.
Mayor ba ko fe me am no.
Una ye mayor do me market.
Do market ho nyina asem review so baba.
Una sha osa.
You are ma.
O say.
Maybe am see all weekend dia. O so baba wa ma.
Ah o ene mi refi. Wa ni to ase adwuma pressure.
Edu Saturday bia ya be hwese ne me bia nimu. E ma ma ne ya do market.
Da kro mesha da ba na ma ba be hwe. Why? Aha, now how mo MC ne hwan e na dia na pese wo ye mamo.
Your friend Elizabeth Kaki. Honorable Elizabeth Kaki. Nanke begina tum last week but on the papers na the buy no. And then bi o hunti no, o ma tu asen kakra. Na me dia me hwɛ dim sɛ dey are assembly members for no. And this voice boom. Ye no maka so begina. Mom, ye ka tell ne say me no de o je ni de pampa. O bayi MC for 1 year ya or she man for the market wa 5 years away she no for me gem to be omra no nya hin sabno mo omo a e sefata so mu di here e ma otwem enyo muta so no so me ye dwuma e ma e kwan asese end the market atete I did tomatoes na adua mako agumu ton fran atete no omra me hwe na e no blog no aja o ma bada da Muhammad Awroma o si source dan e ye mpata ni nyina ma no aka bom ne keke ana MDC free so address for NMC ni be so 5 years ni omo me ya ma o be there omo na e sade no ma ne sa so ye zana wi be ni
me da se
obi a so tia zana we je no to dia no
me da se pe also I make you a point no well noted 0302243540 hello
me no ababi
oh onu apenyi
Evans ni edi kan me bo abaso.
Medasi.
Oba in Frances ne futu a odemaye.
Medasi
bi. Adama ye DC ne Isaac Wache Otter honorable. Na my district ne say, let's train ufree
Ashama, maybe a freho official town. Now, Ubesi, main road now, over baby, a freho kakito. Would they bad traffic light, you know. About a drum of fire, and I car quino, Omudivia, our car quino. My come once more how they say, the master on Sherman, near Tosubium. Ashama, ya quine 9 years, nobody a mim lemon. Now, your man now to about 1 way. Sana was ever. Now, Mestre, sir, woman we are mobile. Because MPP never, Omubua Ashama. President Kufo by, or no Obama overhead, or Jericho Roman down bridge, or Vaco flat Jericho bridge. Into your best friend, the Omun consider, no Mun Ashama, Quine. Mini only, I mean,
Meda CP also rade enka ho ubetimi afrede wo de aba 0302243540. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Also betimi afre na wo de aba. Hello. Yeah.
Yes. Because who said the modern boy entina ma assemblymen no to me voting 100%. We see Okan question central north nina. When you know agima no a brand here me pese or ba one trust me want to say or bet trust because uba fadama said the SCC holomo on the buama call pushing the holomo so into one continue na gima papa no na Ghana for bemanumbo na yuko
medasi alaje ba next time mensa mabiem I once and for all oba no anka unya kwanya na ebio 0302243540 0302243540 obetimi afre na also the OMC opese oye edema odisi opese oye edema no na waka ama yatibe ebia na ete na otie yen.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Why you young lady? I say.
Hey, we are even lady. Me did the MAAME BIAMAH. Hey.
MAAME gada.
Even lady dey just okay o.
No quality. No MAAME gada.
Bajo di ni baby afre.
Yes, 1D1F.
Okay, 1D1F. Eh, o empesua ben so na odisi ne wan.
Wo Ablikuma Central.
Okay.
Ablikuma Central dey. In fact, yen to yabayo.
Huh?
Yen min tumi hunia.
Na when na mampanya boni din.
Amwa Mary. You na Amwa Mary o. Ne MC
Mary Amwa.
Mary Amwa, yes, Mary Amwa.
Okay.
Yen to yabaye.
Na wo hwa ne waye bi pen. Wo hwe said you can nsem ne ade a wo betimi aye adwuma no.
Oh, nyame adom wa kwatuma papa. Ablikuma Central hade. Wa baduma ntina na do asade aboni din say.
No, ono ana na wo ho.
Yes.
Okay. Edu ohwe ne modern boy a ede ne de na wantimi anya mfa amo asesi a munya ya ankobe de aboa mo.
Nyobe ya dia bua yemfa abebua say Ablikuma Central ha. Ohwe ya kwan ya ho na even won beye bi. Won beye bi pa nda say Masaya ko oni adini na kwanu gota ni na say omo ta so mbeye ni fa mutu abana mana obebu ama de nwa ya ma ye ho atato yen se mi say omo mutu abana mana obebu ana na do adwuma na oye no akoso na obi ahu say
mate
se bi create number
me da sipi onso betimi afre na ode wa dwenkyere aba. Hello
mame.
Good afternoon. Jao mpacho di ni baby afrefi.
Udia be mo today.
Yo, mpacho yiti yo.
Yeah. Me ama sama side. No Clement. Medium person here no baako.
No, ama sama Gan West meboa.
Yeah, Gan West.
Ndi mo MC ne hwan?
Clement Wilkinson.
Entidia na apese Clement eye.
deɛ mepɛ so wɔyɛ ɛyɛ mmiɛnsa baako ɛyɛ amasama baabi ɔyɛ sɛ ɔbɛsi affordable houses no
okodwiri hɔ no
ɛhɔ no maku too much enti no so ɔhɛ no ɔnyɛ a ɔnkɔyi nanaado pita ne mfiri hɔ yɛmpa tete sɛ bia deɛ ɛtɔ so mmienu ɛyɛ kotoku jenefo baabi a ɔde jenefo no akɔ no ɛkwan no ɛtutu too much ɛkwan no ɔmo yɛ yie ɔmo yɛ ɛkwan papapa kasa kɛseɛ no nti ɛkwan no tutu enti ɔhwɛ na ɛwɔ nso so ɔnyɛ ne yie deɛ ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa ɛyɛ ɔmpɛ baabi mfa mɛyɛre florence ɛnhyɛma no ɛparekyɛw pii
wei florence ɔtɔn dɛn
mɛyɛre florence ɛntɔ adeɛ wɔ market bi aba mɛyɛre florence deɛ MPP ni ma papa
etu wopɛ baabi de n'ahyɛ baabi te sɛ sɛn ka yɛ bɔ dɛ ka adeɛ no wo ka sɛ bi a womfa ne hyɛ ha womfa ne hyɛ ha
wodeɛ baabi a ɔno ankasa kɛ na tiri ne sɛ baabi ɔde florence hyɛ na kita gye wo ɔno ankasa ni
mate yo medase pii yo also betimi ede odi aba hello good afternoon yo mpacho why ni o wudi ni baby a wo frefi
kwete ni e na this ba ko pama
yo eja che
manu bi ma we ro ma ko fus
ade
o se we ken se o ye trouble an o ya masaman
o se amasaman wa bo Clement Wilkinson MC
ene ma bi ma we ma wa samen yeah e what trouble we him baira
na mo MP ni hwan
o se Moses ani
trouble for mo MP ni Moses anim
MP bi bari mi se we ken se ti mo twa na panta Mami biama.
Papa.
Yeah, you want momoli. The shortest way. I have found call a be fast of. Now, Mami biama kwan ya ye brain. Ibi I can't say you feeling poor chaso. Mami biama ye timi ahia ma final ensuo yi kwan ni nyina. Na e ka pamfo a. Trouble for the be no matu. Ewi Kroga tell you. I think I will. Could do myself fine. Say, Mary Biama, but the weekends of the baby are already there. They say, empty. Or you are full of. It's what the baby are the for. Of Uncle, am I there?
Also, I'm seeing I day.
Why you are full of?
Why day?
Or you are full of?
I'm seeing all kinds of fun.
Mami Biama. Na say e promi ni MP. Yeah, ko fo bi bro no so MP a. O ya fo. We can say, dem you ka say bita ai majai. Me ma compare say, yeah, ko bi ko minister na MP o. No you pay.
Oh no, or oversight or take oversight responsibility. E wo sa mienu ni nyina Gan West ene Gan North nyina wo no na ehwe so.
On the head.
Aye.
And on the send suban.
Edi na so opeso ye ma.
Mami bia me say amomole kwan shortest way. Any oduma se kwa kwesi tele dancing. E bi topic e wa masa man nyina bio.
Me da say. Won so betimi afre na wo de aba hello. Hey, ade na achiko. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Eba jodi ni baby afrefi.
We obi abedidi.
Ayo, obi abedidi. Wo mpeso aben.
Me wo
Amasaman Gan West. Okay.
Na ayi the campus men kan say man bia man. And then we dey discussing a different. But man bia man dey ha me say taxi adwuma ya ye. They say uba for your man bia man say nka se mo nya adwuma o. But man bia man price amount no. Man bia man omo ba some say adwuma na say omo ba some bo ma nyina adwuma no.
Omo ji price say price me ba o price no was soro dodo and a price no was from.
Price no was from man bia man say nka ba bia taxi and na me ma petrol boy din. Ba bia nka taxi the whole car. About 40 no. Now uba for no charge 10 cedi because anybody who charges cano me so be broni. On the say on block and as sabo to go to Bali. Like you can afford here. Now broni na family dia ma what in office. no more charge the vibe go on top patrol.
No, MC na behwe.
Driving MC, I'm going to make a man penny for a make a man. O man penny for a catch up, make a real, there's so much money. Let's say, blown in at a morning up now. O motion is done upon Catania.
Na unyi ni say taxi drivers so mo charge kese dododo. Because baby na say app no betimi a charge 20 cedis. Now wo taxi wo koje preko times 2. Enye too much.
Mama, but only the entire say, o charge 20 cedis ma Uber no. It's because o no top patrol can say kana. No o charge keke.
When I can't search that wo boa. Omo na to mu fuel, omo na siesie omo car, cars ne say ya omo na siesie.
Ya be make mo happen ya mo dia no.
Aha.
Omo happen ya mo dia na make omo na mo.
Aha, okay.
Omo na make no. And no charge omo charge no. Enya.
O de Mate. Ye de be kwa dwendwen mu. Mate, ye de be kwa dwendwen.
Eh last no. Man be ba ka ba kumba
Metio.
Last no me fo no. Na omo ha ya den ba. And I can't hold you. You buy the car, no. But I buy the no. Now, who say, oh, my dad, yeah, Damase, who done again at Tiampa? Oh, Tampa, and again at the table. And for the foreign, you know, John, what do we know when you're about to say, kind of mutia? So, my let's take it up at the same one time. And I say,
Men so me da sipi, won't you bet me do the abawate? Compensate our one MC, the opposite or yeah, at the Emma. Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Eba Jodini baby am free.
Mami soja mpacho mpum tese.
Kristo na domara kwa me ho ye pa.
Ye do chodi ampo nya ko po ase.
Mpeso abe na wo so na hwan na ye MC.
Mami me pacho mini toto pachi masomo o taifa.
Yeah.
Me pa benyam pecho aso.
Okay.
Ada Roma o. Uye juma. Ya ko pon kan ho. Unim Mempeswa so eye domi kwa pinya na ye MC ya na anu ya omuko confirme no ye si ni din di car ye chi ni key
Iti ni din de say
car key
ai
ode na me boa na namu akoya le tanki ni na namu akokro ya obi oti achimma se on konkranda so kan asem na oka na namu akoso free ayensu anu constituency our TS boy and so don't make what binya stem na oka na namu akwame ya hu say one for school bia ana wakwa G school bi certificate ana odi ababeji MCE me pacho o aje kum tia se prayer so e sama ni edi na kwaso samampum yesi ahu asida dai maami bi oba ye izi tulasi oba ebrabe hwedo me kwabenya seni atete apro apansam te se amoakoni adu na maami ya odi school bi certificate anya valid edi abe pre MCE
then na hu say ni certificate kita na anya valid toto kwachi
maami
me say wa fra wo say si asa be kire ni certificate ko a anya valid no a ubetimi a kire no
BIAMAH brofu
me say wa abase si asa fa adanse e kire say ni certificate anya valid ebra ubetimi a kire
asa untie di American
me tie o pa ba so o ka say ni say me ba o ka say o the certificate a anya valid e na eba be pe MCE edi a me ne wontimi nya adwene sa
ni di kan kire mu maame ni di kan kire mu say kan ketasi anamu akon
ka say ne krata anse bi hu wonsem da na o kan wa nya specific say ni certificate
kula watu wa wie no dan anya wa video sun kwa no wakano
Ode ahana me bacho ahana me di ho adanse o se ne nkrata asem bi anya yi medas
na namu akose ku am wiese na namu akose school okoye no
Debbie me bacho Debbie it's not true. I will not allow you to do that. Bacho bebre toto kwachi abusuafo me 19 waso egu a wotie no obetime hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Miriaba.
Me bacho di ni baby afrefi.
Me bacho we be mo of Akeni new prime station circle.
Of Akeni with you.
Miriaba ma me mo. Ma pa wo. Na me nua ye oba ya diabolic me kuni. Emfa. Miriaba me kwa menya. me MC na so mu di troguru so manya no kre woman no obebo adwuma MC na oba no obebo adwuma de no ho dada no obebo adwuma ena we susu obebo adwuma na ade e wo mi se ba ko no ba ye no adwuma de wa ye bi pa binya we ye bi
we de na wo hwe ni mu se obeye de aboa mu we
se de wonya mo an tula si mensa abo adwuma enti de wa nwen ba bi ti se eman eba bokobi ena from Hacho eso eba bokobi boy Bola Junction eso eba bokobi that road ni de any tula mensa ye wo baba wa ena o de free nti e be sere ona bo wa be won to aso na bibi anya boko na o be hwe do me kwa be MPP ana MC ni di ye na wa bodjuma pa nyami sha na banti lo ba esu de ye tre no mai na ko sa
medasi pi abuzi avani ya de course na ya de mo ebesi Mwa chere baby amufrefri baby amotete any problems e wo ho amohwe ni mu se abankra chimpanyimfo no wo so anon fa mamo yo gidie ma papa e wo memu ese wo mate yenka na wo mbetu ho anamo ya de ebeka ne atena se yenka nwu in Shaba Anelka at the way free Ashaman constituency and was good afternoon, Miss Soldier. Honorable Albert Ochre is the Ashaman MC, and we are pleading he should fix the bad roads for us as soon as possible. Ashaman don't need anything but roads. Greetings to Honorable Haji Labaran. Nana Bedi Akode Ashayan live from Kintampo South as Mansien was please tell Honorable John Alexander, MP for Kintampo South, DCE. Opoku Nyame, we deserve better. Bad school, no electricity, bad roads, and poor network. Okay. Brad Jagos, the way free and Sawam. I like the way some of these traditional chiefs and rulers have involved themselves in this gay and lesbians issues and how they are warning their community people to avoid such devilish acts. I think if anyone is found doing this in our community, we just have to castrate the person like an animal, because animals will not even do that. Emmanuel Kwakuyamu the way and also the Abaros Mami BIAMAH, good afternoon. Please ask the Honorable MP for Kwabre and SMC for me that when will they lobby for the roads from Bongure through to Adamumasi to Nkwanta Junction be fixed, because Kwabre we also deserve better. Yawuza Edway Free Swame and was before human rights, we had our culture and traditions guiding our lifestyle. So can any of the pro-LGBTQ plus people show us any tribe in Ghana having traditions supporting their activities? And I commend the NCA for approving the license for over 300 radio stations in the country. Regards to Michael Osebwatin, Pope, incoming National Youth Organizer of the NPP. Silas said the way free Sawam men also from the office of Honorable Bright Kumi, incoming NPP National Organizer. We the Africans, Christians, Muslims, morally and traditionally, LGBTQ plus is totally a taboo. Even health-wise, it's not helping humans. Let's protect our culture. Daniela Addo Senior, Mame, I have monitored you the whole week and you're doing all. Big cheers to you. Good work and God bless you. For helping Mother Ghana, Germany, and or the way if we buy. Where your message is CB Mode Abba, Mamma share your WhatsApp line. So say Mode Kakraba na media to us on a fee, your free can so na your call and some for a mukama na your timmy aqua young enim. Good afternoon, Mame. Please, I really like your program, but please tell your callers to stick to the rules. Oh, my dear, say it again. When they call into the program, I'm Randolph. Ouba Nuto from Ashaman, Newland. Aha, medase pa, medase. MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO is in the studios of Neat FM. We've tuned in live and colored. Keep it up. Hello to Honorable Mavis, Hawa Kumsin, Kaswa MP, Dr. Edu Boatin of Endpoint Homeopathic Clinic, and people of Gomuankran. Stay blessed. Interzone Kaswa Obom Road, Interzone Community, and Amudiwe Aba. Thanks goes to the late Professor Evans Atamels and President Akufo-Addo for tarnishing homosexuality and lesbianism. Ghana must be vigilant and sober. From Interzone Kaswa Obom Road and no Ediwe Aba. Sister BIAMAH, we the people of Tatale and Zabzogo are crying out for our role. So Manauba Stephen Ediwe Free Pantan Village and now Ode we by yeah. For now, my home messages no so answer. Ebeba so na ensem bia mode aba no ya kenka na kama ede amamo. Oguswa 88 neat 100.9 FM 90 eso eni. Ye twe hotel ye ba pepepa ye be etwa so na yakọ ene studios discussions and somewhere iguap no so a ye betwe ne se ye betwe na basa ene se di twen me enko ba bia.
It hasn't been our problem, and we don't intend to make it a problem. So we are struggling with all kinds of problems we have, and as I said earlier, we want to have everybody involved, participating. That means, as I said, being there for each other again. Is because we mind being supportive of each other. We mind the stability that comes with allowing people to live in harmony. And I think we've made good progress on that. So this far, since, as I said, that is not a big problem for us, I don't want to make it a problem.
LGBT media conservative pa sabi what you have FFC na ma you and yefu so na wo hwa kwadodo go gina ha na dia na wono a madam fu ka dia na wono a me ni bi ntimi ko he no oh dia na different and they attract me and na ho dia e musu kura make am ka obo ade so obo ade percent ka ya ni sa nko nya o se ni o twi Bible say come, replicate, fill the world. How do we fill the world? Sabi many dogo. But then you fill the world. Just a war. And I bet me you fill the world. I mean, the end of Sukura and Mentasamti, Ghana for some. Nasa no parent, Nasa. Sakodano, now I will be obetun for Smami, Yadaji, or Copisca or Janopasa. Papa di Mercako, Yadia so be Waka book in Yadi. Kakabuku na ebe wiase no akwada wo huni bemku na huni nifa achina na fe sabe na fu bonni ni basa onye nipa ye ti parent ni na ni na asa na meka mbamba ye papa moso ya maame ni sa mo maame fo no na o ntitia ni ade ni chase ni na wo ko asa na school ni ya kika ho na
Say we're going to be civilized if we only allow it. Are you saying we are very primitive now because we are frowning upon homosexuality? Even animals don't do it. Why should we be forced to do it? Because we want to be seen to be smart, to be seen to be civilized and advanced and so on. A retraction or apology would do, but I don't know, to be honest with you, how far this matter will go. Because already you're tying it to aid. If that is how you're going to bring your aids, then I'm afraid the Western can leave us alone in our poverty and we will continue scrounging and struggling and see how we can get going. They require help, obviously. For me, I think they're sick. That's how I see it. But they need help. The fact that they're going to jail probably is one thing, but help should be rendered to them. A pardon could be considered, but not in the manner that the ambassador is coming out, like insulting the collective wisdom of the Zambian people and the sovereignty of this state. You don't do that.
It will not be under the presidency of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo that same-sex marriage will be legal. The same-sex marriage will be legalized in Ghana. It will never happen in my time as president. Let me repeat, it will never happen.
You don't talk about roads that are not constructed. You don't talk about hospitals. You are talking about LGBTQ+. Do we need it? Will it put food on our table? Honorable Sam George, I salute you again. Moko can like a question sabaye maje ekenye kechemefe nonsense. Nini ngone ken yata oduna. Quote me well. Engo iya aduna. Fofo asho na ashohe. Eken yata onu ke chichi kankpe. Oh, na fofo masho. Somebody say sure. Oh, I love my church. Say sure.
We have for Neat 100.9 FM now, so a gua wuti no. Yeah, ba studio ana fe de nkomo aba be hyehyɛ so na tie na ensem egu apono so. ECOWAS wo mo you mo special meeting bi e wo Winneba. An yen ya ye Winneba he ya. Na dwumadie no ase no Electoral Commission of Ghana etu adamo ema ye MAAME Jean Mensa ekopia se de nsem bi koto dwafa mfiempi mienu ani aduo no. Abato no ho saa semi odi koto dwa no NDC amayoko no asori se women no enya dwene de biara da ne nyina ne se emfiempi mienu ene aduo no abato no no according to MAAME Jean Mensa abakose mu ebi nsi sada eyi asomdwe mu ese mu da hofan bibia akoso kama ai ene timi skra boayen amiatimi esie sika beye $90 million e de ato oman no efuto mu na saa semi ena NDC amayoko nche se he MAAME we pa ye kan aba ya to efie petepi ni a efie pimienu ene aduo no abato no eno na ya sei sika wo mu pa ye de hon komo beba na no ye nkwoti a ye de yaba ese woye aban dwuma yini enru December abosom da edikan na se wuni Ghana card ni bia wakatua onsanka ebe nebebwa abanyuma yefo ado yesi ade be kokote a aboa kokote a na ne to dede afeno ede twatwo kra nei eye momonitua LGBTQ WSYZ fui eno so ye behwe na yaka ho asem kakra ho behia se beto akoso aka ho asem ana se ba bia ye nenam a ye de ho bill eba no ye nam ba bia etro asomu aka nifu ahodo ana asomu a ye wo ewo maimu minim kura minim miensa Christosom kremosom na nanom som abosonsom omati omaboa yen eba LGBTQ+ ho komotwetwe a omo aboa ye mantete ye mu omo aboa yen ana na Ghana kura no said ya mambra esi etie no eka ne pefe tumi ben na edema saafo yi a ntie nei omo susu gina na womo apete womo sia na womo awuhwe we ne nsa hodo ena wie yi ye betwe na basa ne sere ye betase ne sebese paniko na hahan ye betase ne banyansafo ta ena etie na womo a ebeboa me no nyame aye madom ama miankasa minua bema ya wasanita no ya ono na ye LPG womo national organizer wabeka ye ho e ha sei mehwe ni mu ese Godwin Mahama NDC national communications team member obeba en Alhaji Ali Suraj NPP national communications team member ono so babeka me ho na enkomo no ye de ahyehye so na yera asanita no memo akwaba empom te say de radia adom pa na wo mpese aben so na wo
me wo senator ne peso so
o suicide ho no kole clote
office wo salam down
okay ho ana wote
baby anya ho na mete
aha me baby a wote
baby a mete de
nanka me hu MC nanka me bisa o MC dia na apesen ko ye wo area mu ho
no dia kire baby a mete
okay don't worry o dia abstract it MC dia na wo hwe ne mu senka problems bi wo ho a ye MC level I was what na DC level I was what me hwe eye mamo
largely no ma hu say fanya e wo areas no one shall see omo ye bi
okay
but ye ba ko dama kuma so tu sensu shall say ankrofo abie omo
septic tanks no
Until me obi share war. And I walked up in the rain to what the years is so water pump.
Wow.
Yes. And then Bisan said, I didn't know because I did the whole area more than a mile away. Get them into me. And unfortunately, no, just about last month, and assembly, no, 2 or more office, they are coming. I will trace them, but fortunately, their number is there. I've warned them, said, anytime you someone here,
you report them.
I'll report them.
Very bad. Because I didn't have my cast war. Oh, then did I cast a mametry?
Oh, that's a friend is saying. Wireless area.
Dakuma. Oh, okay.
And who was somewhere.
Okay.
But some of the roads, more year, previous administration, some more failing, failing. You know, I jam and recently, last month, 1 year, Cable and Wireless at the other end. Yeah, no. Largely, the community, no, need help in terms of inner roads, no, and sanitation.
Wise sanitation is paramount.
Yes.
Because I want
to say new roads in Kroma construction. Peter Fuajefa. Those are more.
The
whole of Accra. What is in the minds of human beings? And yeah, Hong Kong.
Peter, some year walk of Fabem. Yes, yes, that must space a fit of 1 kwan a better now. And you know the signboard about when him into customer about him, baby. Our banana driver by whole street because we do a fit of Faja. And I even cry into one who call a or donna a chon more. It's a fit of Fumu. Say, Omo watching one more papa. Space in the space in
the baby, I make a
Okakwe North.
Everywhere, the whole of Accra. The Bibiara fit of Wajihafa. More packets. We are using only one side of it. Yes, I check and no that side, no.
Your problems.
What is happening?
Your problems.
Yeah, when you would fee a don't tell at the bank. Railings, no, that crash barriers, no. A boo boo. Now, say, since I was a better than scrap the long of Fancoton. And a fee, a was a coin so. That is up pipe. Perform a castle, no more dear, water to choke, more year, you know, Jabba. Buzz. Nina, so a juma. Uncle bit me a near Triana.
Ah, well, and then now, my Ghana, the Ataho, and no, yet to miss a science shoe any and baya, and near my Ebecon and name Yashamra, will be a bedu not yet the Juma, I'm a bibia akuye. Quick one, electoral commission. And Emma Mijin Mensa, Wakasa, no, they have to just say 2020 elections, no, it was historic. It was very peaceful and it was transparent. Efebe Sokrano, wow, may ama yetimi as service catcher say, Obobo near ma who do be swa. As Sevilla, if you pay me no any dun siamuno, yan fasa, your fast idea no 2020, yantimi and fasa and Yemano intino. On the who said elections no was historic, it was peaceful, it was transparent near the year as Antano NDC abe counter no rather the most expensive elections Ghana yako ewo yabakosem LPG mujina fahe.
First of all, no, my first member was Samson. Infant to just Liberal Party of Ghana. I have just saying, I'm a Buana say Ghana for 2 Abamaya. They vote to $1 billion into sports, sports of all nations. In doing that, who he has said, they bear encourage any other sports that happening.
Yes, all the disciplines, you know.
Yes.
Who vote to $1 billion?
$1 billion.
Cities or dollars?
Dollars.
Into your sports, you know.
Into sports because I buy bien who our bar. I'm gonna need a sports. Who come important more session one. In Suyosu Daho, Rivatano Daho, Yamo other areas. Okona who call our Mugus Yomo Mujaria. Obi so sent his talent with a better than a better. Kobe be a Puobia or Yamha voter. Western region Dware ankola to me dware pa no. Why is it say aban bia and tap into the first say if I say ano basin no around no yensi commercial pool bia for ye nkola ye be training wo ama swimming and na almost a ye be training wo in the whole of Ghana boxing a year wo buku previous administration see as it means say only buku me about boxing what the be ko say humantem no be in boxing but pa ye training one nti ye per se ye the system by instead of say ACC it is good say ACC AstroTurf no the basis commercial pool now ye did training for how to swim ye share the area the omunumi ye yes ukọ baby a popo kese wono a omo betumi atu mreka afọ popo de no ma no ye be training omo ho say the be ya ye so ye be ya nkrofo a omo ye more than the Kenyans nti in doing so no aye donation kakra na ma
okay
that has to folk bo omo ko bo no ya da be assorted in fact nsuo ene
drinks
omo fa advert ma ha nti mood back you need drinks ahoro omo envelope kakra but ya sure mo boss say kwesi ya de be match you omo awani a the bema player bia 1,000 Ghana cedis
hey
na coach no so ya
RPG mo ho ayede
ya man 2,000 ti ya project 20,000 Ghana cedis e dey ato it is scanning 200 million enye se
Accra House of Folk
enye se Cobra party no what I had yes and so a person sports to encourage them to do better.
Are you guys going to do that for the other sports?
Anytime more bobo be a very crucial. I name say a very competitive no. Liberal Party betu anamo. Ya say why betu media. Ya say omo be wie no yes oh next week and answer magic taking can near the amount.
Wow. But next time you no mo koto amount specialized.
In fact, the men who are a special eyes.
Special eyes.
Yes, the men who
special eyes. There's a higher special eyes headquarters.
The men who are no special eyes.
Yes. Special eyes. Good.
I wanted to be specific. Special eyes, but normal be can na me person me bo. Special eyes. I say no one.
No one here no me super project abojunsuo. Yo any LPG for my yard here. LPG.
I am konkwa so me ha na me so ha.
Beautiful.
Now, ba MAAME Jane Mensah, Commissioner of Electoral Commission, and then some of the other two. I was listening. You see, unfortunately, where some of us stand, when you criticize Obia, what you on Bedouin say, you are against the current administration. I mean, I met a lot of my friends from MPP at the time and now NDC were them. Because I couldn't have sat down, say, so I my year 3 years and over. And now, couldn't have been praising that government. It was impossible. So that was where I made a lot of my friends. But today, they hate me because when they are doing the wrong thing and I say it, Mufi said, let's speak facts. Me, no adjectives Samamena will use. First of all, Bisamo said, now why can't I invite that program?
Oh, Sebia.
For what? Because ECOWAS meeting a year, no. How does it come about? Say electoral commissioner.
Sebia, there were topics raising concerning elections. Definitely.
Yeah, democracy in a woman. Democracy in a woman.
Now, I was at that money away.
Yeah, MAAME. Ne adjective so you so yen na meti holding am bisa mo say na MAAME I was say election free and fair, orderly, transparent, historic. No man where the big crop or uko no one ya ba no anu krat. MAAME that no nim Ghana oni Ghana ha bia.
Me just a quick 1 minute na me ma Minua Bema Godwin Mahama NDC National Communications team member Yami Adom Ababeka ye ho Emana Kwaba Godwin Akwaba
ya me ho yo
yes bibia dadin
obade na bibia dadin
Suraj on kan ho
mfa etie fo mfa nche me traffic ni ntia na ma eche no
yeah they are sure that
I hope say subsequently no about on time
sure
but na me follow on Facebook
okay
live said ya me see any aspect of the program.
Sure. Ati enti pacho Shraj se wutie mi Alhaji Ali Shraj. Wutie mi ampacho mana moto. E twen odende.
Na obeba de.
Ah.
Na na wabeka.
Oh obeba.
Oh.
So bibika once I wo bibika no so bibika.
Oh now oh. Oh yeah sure.
Because I wo question no so answer.
I mean there mu ina MPP for ina adwane mic no. Ko niam anko yie. Oni say me remu a me hu na me say Yakopo aboma o. Ene ebisi yen kwaya sa niam no. Eduso ebeka ho asem.
Asemo. Me da se so abeka ye ho. Eti Mr. Tano yenko.
Enti BIAMAH. Ebisa mo se na mama koye den wo ho. Onu nkwa dabla na oni Ghana ha. Ye to man of course. I want to believe so no ni ha because she herself couldn't get one figure to declare say this is the right figure. Apart from the fact say she was relying on media houses to get their numbers to as it were turn it out. There was nothing peaceful. There was nothing orderly. There was nothing, in fact, historic there. I accept that because it is one of a kind of election. I nipa ewu or no or stay. Now a free and fair. Now a free and fair no minim say nipa nwotwe no mu wuye no. Ebi a omukọ night club. Na ntokwa bi kosi ho na enti a ye de police for ko ho na anase soldier for no mtututu okun hom anase na supreme stars of Sahwi and voradep anabofat kwatam na no bobo na bi a basabasa yo bi si ho na ye de soldier for ekọ ho ma omtututu mankrofo we because of election 2020 nti na nipa enwotwe ehwere wo nkwa na wo be shega na fo abufu se election ye it was free and fair. Election so many constituencies have been are in court as to whether it will be followed up. That one I don't know. It's up to the electoral the parliamentarians, both MPP and the NDC. But the more practices that we saw, stuffing of ballots, it be some ballot box all these things will patch themselves to tell the general public. And answer to tell the international community that election was free and fair. And indeed, he made reference to the fact that BBC Kurapu. Now BBC why your election? Now President or Mufi said whether A or B, no, they will still get their raw materials free away. Into a and farm. The only thing they want to say is that they will come and command you. Yantihana Debia IMF. Anyway about command here. So ya dear. Kabra ya bre Debia ya dear. When require natural resources are being siphoned away, but they will come and commend you. The United Ora Sam Jonah, English approach, Queen Mother, or Nigeria. Why? Because he was the first person to have hedged Ghana. You go the Shas Asia for 11 years. A young 2 years. Ghana, you go no crop 10% will move. Now what hedge? So they obey Biara obey AD. Now are betting for the foreign entities to gain their raw materials and the natural resources to as it will basis your omomano the ompewasempa. What is more condemning African leader bidder? Omo condemning what they will only condemn you when they know that you are not towing their line. Yaya Jammeh was not towing their line. Sankara was not towing their line. Magufuli was not towing their line. There were natural resources more than Magufuli in Nikrum, Tanzania. Apart from their friends or more tourist sites. And in Ghana, if we indeed we have a government that is serious about tourism, sky ebenya wo memhano.
Tourist sites will be one of the best in Africa.
In Africa. Okojira Nrechi, Gardens. After Marjorie Mo Akase Brick Gardens, Damakumas. President way, Adeba Nana Kumas or Ghana. Adeba Pana President and Nana Kumas or Ghana. And so Obaka rent plane no akotram. You understand? So we are saying, sir, there's a new wind blowing, a new party coming, based on the youth. So the youth should join us to get rid of these two parties. But another day, I don't know pound for. And another will be better than Germans. I won't no more kai. My mate two are sorry them above 4 person musifo. Omo pray no musifo. As social yeah. Common a year constituency elections, whatever it is that I saw conducting the first time. She has been the most incompetent electoral commission we have ever had. I'm telling you.
Friends, what's me aboya an amount of 90 million cedis saving. 90 million cedis at that Ghana. Yan coffers
burn.
Because I say to say be 2016 for instance, cost per voter per head. Yeah, no, yeah, boka one home, ya got $13. But in 2020, a sort of $7.7. Yeah, dollars. It in a nona, etimia boya me etimia as services. Voter turn around time, say. Person can bet me I spend it between 10 to 12 minutes. Paper back on and wait to me at Waba. Ya swap between 3 to 5 minutes. And you commendable.
The issue of you and I were not there. No, be no one atom from them. So I might have 790 million. Now buying way back, so you need the previous administration. So we have been able to help to save so much. That's the kind of way we're here. Ghost names. Previous administration, any current administration, we have helped to save so. That's the kind of way. Those monies doesn't exist. And yes, I amount 20,000 Ghana cedis. And why you soon a balance that kind of the abre you. It is not like that. The fact say electoral vote cost per voter are reduced from that amount to this amount. No, does not mean say what reduce cost. It is as a result of the fact say various political parties. George put the proper measures in place and amana basa. When budget out the money and you spend all and even ask for more. And you don't come and tell us say you're 70 million. 70 million and again you're the
electoral commission for two.
You and I are not there. We don't know the account to say to prove say I'm part of the until it is that's they are throwing to the public eyes. And again any bia sunim say and abusuanfo sunim say this year as a result of SAR 2020 abatu nso ya 2 year yenim krofo a parliamentary seats are ye chinchim amanfonsa baby crapo they did not get the opportunity to vote. That is Lolobi the South area. You understand? Into how do you convince the ordinary Ghanaian that election was free and fair? Indeed, her own party, NPP, they knew that the woman has been very, very incompetent. They know it. And so once they have finished using you, what they are causing, can't be open. But I'm sure, sir, based on the fact, sir, you actually need part and we will be so vigilant that it should not happen in the next 2024 election. Once the Liberal Party of Ghana is poised, the youth have now realized their mistakes, etc. Now you will say yes, you monitor and make sure say 2024 election things will be better than rate per voter. Bet me abba form. And what we are saying is say bet me abba form. It is important say electoral commission and a panfono they call IPAC. They will accept the proposals that we are bringing that will help the nation. Because IPAC is such that if you are and I say no me beko according to what happens? Yes, that's the
parties now mo form
IPAC no.
Yeah.
It's not binded on electoral commission.
On the electoral commission, yes. Look up an offer.
Yes, up an offer.
Wow.
And then also hard. You understand? Sir, Nanya, why did you invite us to come and Jojo? Understand? And don't forget, the electoral commission itself, no. I am hosted be na betty our church or a party. Or Jamie Massa. To what you na you understand? Indeed. Suraji Betrasi, on himself, the electoral commissioner has been incompetent. In Kofa service of Marshal of Munkano, and Muslim for Christian for Marshal Obi Crow them Libabi Keke, no Triakoto. It is Suraji Betra, no can say the electoral system that we had, and as a voting a year 2020, a year free and fair, orderly, BBNC. I will be surprised.
That's it. That's Mr. Sanitano and Otene Gano Oye LPG National Organizer. Yamia Dumalaji Shraj, Ababeka Shraj. Akwaba. Now, what map now? Now, you're the Abami Swan, now you're the Aquahen.
Ura Stadium. We accept.
The higher stadium.
The higher stadium. What's a radio station? So, both of me, I mean, but need to. As you fear, it's me by a nest and come here exercise goal.
I see.
Because you are born March 1992. Oh, March 1996.
What am I saying?
You are born March 2000. I'm off for you. You are born March 2004. 2008. So, and why am I 2012? I started to 2016.
Abusuafo Alhaji Shraj na ote nenka no waba abeka yensa nyame adom yamano akwaba na mamenko Godwin Mahama eso NDC National Communications team member Godwin mo de mo ne electoral commission mo se mo ne ya adwene because mo classify the 2020 general elections na as one of the expensive elections yakọ ewo mai.
Yeah, mini aba mamfa we feed the case we so na minchia wetie phone na. Minchia the people of the Domia Bra Obum constituency. Na minchia me MP Honorable Sofa Karima Kwako and me chairman Honorable Isaac Awukuyibo. Mini aba premises now ubezi on yes, eno eye no kware. But ye bezi an argument no on fact and figures. And you say ye tun futuro go Ghana for enim. Electoral commissioner you soon niema 4 words. Or see historic, or see peaceful, transparent, and almost save Ghana $90 million. Let's start here. You see, the Enyami because I said yeah, Jane Mensa, I want Rankasankasa ni wiase. Ghana na ye team na nya no bi no team. Ono Rankasankasa woni wiase ntin Enyami won na omaye there's a deliberate attempt say one cause one kasansem no na and stick wo Ghana 40 say the last election was free and fair and other stuffs. And yes sir, this is the first time I see it me eche maami je mensa edene to efiase.
Why then?
Because when you were causing financial loss to the state. You see, yeah, let's take the genesis of another reasons anti I see na ye new voter card intia. Parliament approve 390 million Ghana cedi. Say if anko ye EC card. One. Now we see the old register ni bloated anamebwa. To the extent say no almost say we cannot have a country on voter population more than 50%. Are you getting me? And almost on my dear friend add on aside fingerprint no omo the facial verification and ebeba anamebwa. Nti na yemi say yen say after omo compile register no me ne wo maame BIAMAH yakoto aba no omo your facial verification. Ghana fontie. Omo your facial verification. Unsa wankasa uhu dia oka. But minim say no, but minim say Ghana for mutie mi nina nim say yanye facial verification. 2 before you be new registration, now the population in terms of registered voters was around 50 million and now you now 16.6 close to 17 billion. Until the assertion say not the previous one you bloated no cannot stand the test of time. Because now you more than even 50% register him. Until the second reason on mujina so the company register no cannot stand the test of time. Until now ubisa won say the next question is over 1 year on ye new voter registration no. Bisa won say ye gusu use the old register na say ye use. Egusu ye functional. Ye obebi mpo awokwa new card mpo wonye anameboa.
Old card na.
Old card no moji.
Yeah, baby, mpo everywhere you go.
Oh yeah. It tells you say old card no edim. Who the call baby a ultimate year transaction. Into 1 year on na card a mo say enye papa. Into yen discard that card no. Na say after election you go so this card no immom eye transaction. And at the amount spend 390 million Ghana cedi. E di akoye no yentimi fa nye transaction a. Ani ma miensa we na bigina so kire say maami je mensa wa boga na foka. Into that 90 million no cannot stand the test of time. Because even ponu and can once yes can even put in the first place. Because na card no edim. Na register no edim. Na NDC for you say let us just add on. Anana boa. Na your processor yetimi di ghost names in the Akika film. And the Lumpono would have cost us less than the Onono say we save the country no. Until we are gonna now Tiemia. In the first place, Impono, now Kwenyampo new one say. You say that 390 million even po. And San Obia Bejina Ho try and throw say we save Ghana $90 million. And you say, what can I say? Intinu anka ya baby a nka say nka ne Jemensa anka ojina court no. Maybe anka ya be pass judgment ya go to in prison. Until I make sure say Emerson no kasa owo no ni wiase. The second issue is about transparent. Maybe BIAMAH the highest or one of the biggest institutions we follow Ghana young election, including even most of African countries election. Kodeo. Utie Kodeo report now kind very well. Was it about coalition? Baby a young corner young keka about one boom. A honor ye declaration. No. Yes, there was no transparency. And I'm a boy. Say even if independent bodies pra amayati asese niema na course wo coalition center no na ni enna ho pefe a na wo maami Jemensa wa set wo questions so enne sa na esi o ono set ni own questions and on nam na offer any answers to it. How can that be possible? Antimi nya possible because I mean you kan ye no enne ye wo constituencies bia omo parliamentary about Ogusu Jina court because of this same issue of transparency. And I'm a boy. There is no way I'm a major say it was transparent. The next issue is about peaceful. And no so many kasa na ntro kese pa na mini echa. Because BIAMAH Ghana Weber dated on the 10th December 2020. Ghana Police Service and Ayakasa BIAMAH say okay. Enini Ghana Police Service and Ekasa. Okay. After election, omu release enkrata ne chere say election 2025 dead in 61 electoral incidents. Nipa bako 5 ewu ye e was the last election. Enye NDC na eka. Enye MPP na eka.
Ghana Police.
Ghana Police Service. Those incidents wey ABC wo Central Region Ewutu senya aye MAAME how akumsin ewo ho even when they only say you can election enye an act, it's an event I shall see fee registration right down to die beto abana den ewie even from the registration time in imponu e na ye nimbuno region this training college guy ahwe ni kwa ya the same registration ase and MPP minister cabinet minister how a kumsin akututuo live ammunition in public nti sankade ni ye nka pere ya na sanka emu da ho a ani ma nka nya den anka enkoso the same registration uko nkran kwanta wo bono region ehonso ye bo obi to do registration uko baby ti say banda a medikan eka kire wo uko baby ti say doma ahinkro ehonso nipa mienu ye bo won to do registration o am at the MP Crampo grantee interview on a local station. Into just the registration in poor. Na yen do abato na kasankasa sumpono. Shedi esi ye. Esi yen ko abato na kasankasa so. Na mi yusu Ghana police report I make reference to. Enfa make me eyi. You see one. The cases involving gunshots occurred as follows. Central region. Ewutu Senya East. You see a bon krofutuo ewo honum. Uba Greater Accra ododio. Nipa mienu ewuye as a result of this election. Ama nipa 6 was injured. Out of 8 nipa mienu ehwe omunkwa ewo ododio. Ablekuma Central ebi nso hwe omunkwa ewo honum. Uko bebi ti say Northern region Savulugu ehonso obi hwere ne nkwa. Bunu East ebi hwere omunkwa according to the Ghana police report. Nti ma na make but Ghana police service eba yen abatwo as at the day omo the ambit of the electoral commission because omo no omo deploy won no omo report e kire say nipa baako 5 and ehwere omo nkwa. Nti na bi say ho say book ban mu wiase bɛn mu Ghana bɛn na maame je mensa age na oka en ho asem. I get me. The last issues about historic. As for historic there, Mijitum, the 2020 election was very historic. All say you can say historical. We have your bad history and your good history. Until your abakosema edim and your the end day endim. Yes, a historic, but in a negative direction. Because since 1992, I mean, efie yantu aba wo Ghana ma nipa enhwiri omunkwa said omuhwiri omunkwa in the last election. I get me. Since 1992, basa ya a see in the last election. ABC wo Ghana da. Since 1992 ami mani fie me hu say yafa a soldier for doing near registration. Abe taking the responsibility given to the Ghana Police Service. And now no pooling stations. Aden. Ghana ye ko
maintaining law and order.
Mama, since time immemorial, you use Ghana Police Service. In terms of assessment, those times you use Ghana Police Service fully, they did very well. They see the last election, NC. Are you getting me? They see the last election, 2016. I use police, Nipa 5 in Wu. 2012 use police, Nipa 5 in Wu. And Kufuor, Nipa 5 in Wu. So, we better say if at the end and say yeah, you don't fix it. Rather you add on. Until say you use police since 1992. Na niema da hope fe nipa nhwiri omunkwa etimemfuti mi ko omajuma ba ekoto santene eto aba na bibie nsi a na asema Ghana ni bebisa ne se eba ne sen eden na esi na last election there a soldier for yenim say they are trained for war anameboa they are not trained for this particular things but ne sen na esi yetimi court to that extent say omu no mba be supervise yen elections. BIAMAH, media to be frank with you. Me tie je mensa nsem ni na no. Me di ka kire wo. Minim se Ghana for years re wo yakomem. Ye ne nya akonya sere no yebetimi die epiefi ya no ma eden. Aba. Nti ye ka Ghana for kasa because onim. Sometimes omo kasa. Asa de Ghana for ye nim de. Asa de yanko school. Na se yemfa nimpo se BIAMAH me numpo yanko school a. Je mensa so ko school na our classmate. It's a mini umpo na ombu yenga. Our classmate onim say you Ghana for no wonko school a omusu enim de. Minim so ko school na onye first our class. Nti dia na odi first this second no onim de sin no. Nti okasa e Ghana for at least onfa obuo kakra ema Ghana for. Because when open secret. Ghana ni bia nim say they see the last election no. Entwe ye. Oni bibi in this life the one admit it from so ho a untimi mpe solution to your problem untimi bia opesa o solve problem bia no as I say first ujitum say or how wo me ho one year ntumu a untimi mpe ano pumesebre anameboa unti say yakoswa ye this accession president aka je mensanso gusu eka na say yanchi o madwini ensi niema bi so na ye won say de omo ye no eye esefata edimu a na ma BIAMAH e kire wo say even 2024 say sense bi omo a enye omo woma because tintine twan no mo say de esi ye ni na echi no eye emantu nyom enfre won ye mo nsem emma won ye ntimi nko in that way because the one question me person bi say NDC nso ma omo hu no me so the CPP mo omo hu me so say LPG nso mo omo hu me so a na ye ko hifa because ye se kwasia ene ye tia ne hwe aso emprensa yentimi ntena ho ma sa niema we enko so and it's a high time e so mo gitum na ye ba on a round table discussion na yetimi gitum say de course na nkoso yie na ye mpe anupu mesibere enye sa ade ye da ye nimu no yanhwe ye oman as Ghana no de be ye mfe no e be ye ntan
Medas any out here Godwin Mahama NDC National Communications Team member and wote neneno na mamemra Alhaji Suraj so Alhaji Suraj Aha, yeah, so waka so when you said the nkomo econo, yeah, MAAME Jane Mensah akoka say the 2020 national elections was very historic, peaceful, transparent, and at the same time, so aboye amietimi akwasika $90 million. Who assessment 2020 elections? So said the MAAME econo, one no adwene.
Well, they can manufacture our kunya, main charity.
That's right. Someone go.
The cat left out. What guilty conscience? Minya ada na obi kasa Miss Raje kasa na tension about you. Me phone way. Your phone. And on your phone.
Time ben.
Oh dear. Oh, the friend say.
Only the any yam.
Okay, story.
And now the any iPhone 13.
Okay, story be. The most beautiful monkey is still a monkey.
Sure.
No matter how you address it, it's a monkey. Until all phones are phones.
Okay, strategy uncle, yes.
But they una me say or be American asem or about to say. Na mama fa kunya so na me chia it for. Say we ni NDC and na discussing on radio station. Any boy mom. NDC communicators, Michelle,
LPG.
That be one day in the future.
What they almost about full force.
2060 be.
2060.
Nya dia betimi aka say ensida. E betimi asi because nyankopo hyehyeye no. No be and the see no. God can change anything anytime he wants. Because sa no afane sa. Isu a NDC fo esu ni say omoto abeda abonte no na ma omusu pepepepe
omoto abeda abonte say
ana je mensa de oye de na minim say oba atimi ma mema so a ehisa hey
o hwe abana e course no a transparent a peaceful
in the history of Ghana politics. It's not a matter of you agree or you disagree. It's a matter of honest and true. You should bear with me, say the Mensa have run the perfect election that has never happened in the history of Ghana politics. I mean, sure. Because I said to about 1992, I don't know who to be blame Rollins. Because now, LPG you don't even have to talk about military going to protect the politics election in Ghana. I don't expect NDC talking about it because more and more military ebam. You better say military echo. You can't blame us of bringing military to protect what is right for the citizens of Ghana. Now to who say military. I'm to 1994. After 1992, you two about 1990. Who would you see? Who share as well as constituency here? You botuo. Only why no akoboro lisidi. You botuo pa. You botuo bu. No a proud nine. Ni eku. You mu bi ni ehu di ekoso. But ojidie say no man na eden esisaba. Na na okoka okọ esutufi south. MPP delegates wo ba be ha abato ama MPP ni me ka nine opa alcohol na kwa say take me out. What did you so and Heidi is running for his life. Abra no be jina o kasa me mitimi kum nipa. Me mitimi kum nipa. What you hono me na o kasa we are running an election enye fair. What is not fair on this election?
But who ni such Raji? They say meba ye koye nim. And near mesesa. Meba omo eba ye near maybe o man fan 2 years. And na Ghana for say Mountain chain na musumra. But it seems say as the same mistakes na ye repeat because elections are said be okra ba kokra ewu wo mu a yentimi nka say
odeyo kanino obeka mi a yeti Ghana ha oba no ho ofe kura untimi hu se no ho ofe enam the dress nti wakata ho ofe no ene oba bia adware oba bia etimi bo makeups nti oba bia no anyame a create no oba bia pia unim se no ho ofe first no ye maame no mo odware bia wakata no ho makra santinio awsanio the gombanio. You bear with me, sir. You don't see the beauty of the woman previous time ago no than this time. And I'm it means asasa Nti me started from 1992 no. Me pesa who say election is in Ghana change. To one of you see who your changes are. You can't get the changes the way you want it. It's gradually. It will come to where you want him to be. But as I admit it, say, it is not like before, no. No matter how the party you want, you should be fair to Ghana. Me no kasa say me MPP me boa. Omo amutie me no omo MPP nko a. Ye Ghana for na etie ye. Until we have moved from 1992, 1996, 2000 election. Obi ahudie si ye. Emma MPP kra delegate every Ashanti region. Emma mu ko northern region. Alisrad me kahubi. Me police station ye Pontamali. Ye komo obi o. Me jani fi wonu na me ko ura enwurem. Maybe my brother here, I don't know his age. Maybe that time he was not there. But maybe he was there. If you don't know somebody's age, you can't conclude. But maybe it's legally in this country. Maybe he's there. Maybe he's not there. Maybe what? So he didn't see, or he sees what happened. On 2000 election, before President Kufuor becomes a president, I was a victim, one of it. May you boom me pa, but it's politics. Edru baby no, obi wa echilensia. I offer me some member buano na mean to me buano because ya papa wa hijack ho. Wo krasi kra ebi mu kota efuom more than 2-3 months no mu da efuom. Ebi mu to omo krasi bi te say Safulugu, Nanerugu, Gambaga, Lungunsi, Bimbila. Omu jani free omu krom na mo ba kuma say ansa na ma survival common election that will run from morning to evening ye no. So they say let's change the system. Yankupo boaye Emma Yoko, this let me use 2016 as an evidence basis of my argument. 2016 year two about ma. Me no na ti kroma. E dey na see ye because ye bie ye ni. Because year to about 2012 ama ye dey call court. Ye dey call court to know what happened in court in 2012. Ye MPP for ye feel say we are advertising of changing the registration exercise. Change the entire register because we don't believe on that voter's ID card. Because we feel, say, based on our intelligence and research that we did as an MPP political party, our mandate to contest an election, to also look at the electoral commission procedure and check the register and make sure that the registration exercise is fair and justice, so that when we lose the election, we know it's our negligence that make us lose the election. So when we were cheat, we know we were cheat on this election. So what do we do, my sister? We did a fair statement say we were proposing to the country to make sure that the government should let us reorganize the voters register card so that will be fair and justice. We use voterism as an example where we use the border. And there are a lot of people that we feel say, "Ye Togo, ecosystem, emamu betu aba emagana for." Upio honum now ye NDC, you are safe. We MPP, you are dead. That's this 2012 year. Ekwa eba ye no obi be kasa Suraj eye dede na oka no. Suraj speak based on evidence and record. Madam, after the election, the MPP and him say you are winning election hands down. But the NDC feel say omu Charlotte Osai one of their card-bearing member of their own party, so they put her, so she should come and work for them. So for the own way. Sorry, not Charlotte. I beg my pardon. Former electoral commission. Afrojan feels he wanted to give NDC the election, so he didn't listen to anybody.
That is what happened.
Kacho said that is what happened. And you imagine because Afrojan Ekatre says, is that not what he said? No. Answer me. Is that not what you say? You are host. Anna, is that not what Afrojan says? Me pacho so be Katre say. Yeah, now. The Electoral Commission chairman, our mandate to declare the election, has the mandate, constitutional rights, to make sure that he bring peace on the country in terms of election. Ekatra say, I have declared. If you think you disagree with my decision, and build the nation. This year, young Crofoni will be out of anger or mubuofu. We'll be able to manage them. If you make mistakes, it's not the wish of the party, but we find a way of managing them, bringing them down because we love Ghana. Prepare your documents. I mean, upon preparing our documents, if you be a salam down, who can Greater Accra MPP regional chairman? Regional office. I am not Sami Club regional chairman. Sami Club LNT office be my. If you be my dear MPP party at. I was salam down ho. So no meeting my house number no. If you know, I got a piece it. Soldier for more than 150. I was there. Ken Oforiata as a minister of finance was there. Nana J. student loan CEO, he was there. Fred was there. And he arrested here. And yet terrorists. Yeah, gather your patient. This is what that us. Hey, I buy no me to because of why send you or more. I buy the power now to baby can't be no soldier bar. Why not asmano? So just for buy a Keno Foretta has to be bold. Korea or Tiemi. I was there. I was the only young guy among them. Ali Suraj. In 2012, na me catch row. Ye and nuntina ye fire ballot papers in Yina Ediko Nanado fee. From there, no Nanado catch say. The money say, money ni Nanado na yejima na mudi ebuo mamia. Mun come down. Na mo me yamfa mra. Yamfa ye into ye. Now let's go back to the court. What happened in court? Yeah, kono yamfa ya no enko. Ho. And ye kwajina wa amanfo ti pin sheet ase. Ho ana amanfo bebrebe omuti duplicate ase. Ho ana amanfo bebrebe ti kura duplicate ase. Ho ana amanfo ti serial number. Ho ana amanfo nim say polling station election has to be win by the polling station. Ghana for bebrebe no munim no mu fi say election no and Nigeria movie. So let me pause here before I go and take you back and tell you, sir.
Suraj,
said Abrabo S. Oh, let me say, oh, my time. Suraj, name will be Suraj Wodru. He brought the meeting. No, by Obia the time. Second of one Timas in your time is to wrap up. Your choir, okay, the judgment, you know. Even though before Mokamo said the court says that they believe, say, election in Ghana. Not going to be
to you, no dear. This 2020 elections.
To me, no dear. You call 2020 election. Na enye about Nanado or John Dramani Mama. Na enye about Ghana because we have given the Electoral Commission mandate to run what defense that Edian Ebua Ghana changing the registration exercise. Na Ebua Ghana. Emma, what he says will be a ballot paper. Or they can what?
But said during the elections, yeah, Bonipa be 20.
Oh, madam, 2 no. Yes, so Boni, I see so a target. And this year, proper police station, person who could inquire now, so and nobody can bring evidence. They didn't know more. They should bring evidence. Madam, may catch us say quite election na BBC. Photo. But me catch yourself 2020 election way said ya running election way no it tells you say na masa me kasa me nyamada oh be a gentleman o kasa me nka be a gentleman madam tie me pacho eni me nya argument na dia make answer me boa ye to abawie ye ndc kasa o mu kokot yanka jobs o mu nko o mu kokot tell me one figure o mu timi akokot obi a watimi akokot want me ma one figure one court and never one kase near electoral commission so what's important about what he says? It's not important because first of all you give credit to whom credit deserves. You respect the personality of Ghanaians. Up to now I mean Kasa says na me need say NDC for bet me a radio station be campaign or some of Ghana because they don't appreciate me appreciate Ghana for vote up to now bisa flag bearer John Dramani Mahama former president of the Republic of Ghana say what my friend and now do I congratulate now when somebody is against the structure of the country tell him no matter who the person is
Suraj na wote ne kanal Haji Ali Suraj, NPP National Communications Team member, or concerning the same topic. No, Mr. Sanita, no, my memory. So just a quick one, 2 minutes. I'll wrap it up. Now, sorry, so.
Yeah, time was one. I said it.
Yeah, but on a different topic, so.
Suraj, who that? I'm so unquite some so.
Driving.
Suraj, Bachok, 1 2.
Catching from $13,000 and from $13 to $7, man.
Suraj, and your lamp Christian yet.
Suraj, comport yourself.
Sit there, just so. And you're rough. The intimidation. Wrong. No, but in any be who now, sir.
Mr. Sano, Bajo, 2 minutes.
I must say, may I state my views.
Okay.
On this particular, it is not against NPP, against the Electoral Commissioner. There, one, on my year manipulating, and the manipulation came from the government of the day. Because, my yet, yes, Charlotte Osei was a puppet of the previous administration. And even before Yebe conducted 2016 election, no more says and that is a danger to this country. And Panso, they went ahead. Now, does it mean say okay, who we are?
But Suraj Drew Swana Odo.
Does it mean say Liberal Party buy? Yes, you be pam J Manson. In fact, only the pam 20. Ono de ya Liberal Party or ba me
Moba
so me go fi apal one prayer party no mo pray kwa me ka say be ko demonstration party say ya
this is a model 13
Emma Suraj and distraction the batch of
into ya ba yes you be kwa power independent electoral commission 1 year Liberal Party 1 year NPP ni 1 year NDC ye benya so fukura dimba ko si ho
and I suppose to be on a political preference.
Ye bema so for na transfer na omo ankasa elect nipa bako na naba ye nkofa partisan person MSC was say omo bidding because we want the generality of electionary process no enkoyiye na Ghana ni bia so ento no na say me koto aba na me ko prade ye mpese ye be hu sa
me da Mr. Zaneta no Godwin bremo quick one 2 minutes never wrap up
man BIAMAH
yes dear
metie Alhaji Suraj I was surprised na me ya bisa say topic be na ye kan wase because when to me and call the substance of the matter because the oyo yin say na or draw basis e dey justify the last election obetie me last submission me kire wo say mere du say ye tenase na ye reflection retrospection of some activities ye nim say enye na ye ko ye nim no ye find solution to it enye sa danger ahead of us now you're very serious. Now but now as representative of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo any aban. Now all what you sought to do so be justification now the kind of unkofo rule Ghana. Also pay evidence. Me evidence of Ghana police report on the 10th December 2020. Ghana Police Service and NDCU. Ankasankasa assertion kire say ye bu bon krofo tuo e wo central region. Ye bu bon krofo tuo greater Accra ododo di Ablekuma central. Savulugu and Abono. And I mean America. Into what kind of evidence Suraj epe more than this? I get me. The next issue is about talking about Rollins. Yes, me nye, but at least me witness part of Rollins, Kufuor, Mills, and Mahama. When you see me, you see sometimes let us.
And you know, you fan cancer because there are a lot of things that you throw book my can you know.
Yes,
you know what happened.
That is it.
That is it. You can't
yes, perfect. And you see, Yama no quarindi enim. Election ben na yako since 1992. To trust some money pay wu. He said last election. I'm the Ghana frontier. Inti a mini ati or person history. Or my history. There is no election. Even Rollins time and Rollins ye military man impono. It didn't occur that way. Inti member tina hand try say oh yeah justification. Yes. Say ABC war government etem amreso nipa ba ku mienu ewu a member tina end justify. Because any idea say yakoso amane ye say etuaso. But this one we are talking about the gravity of it. What can I say? My last issue is about Dr. Bawumia Kanye. Say party nu ekoye research then you see it is only on partisan politics propaganda and then mad the MPP contracted Bawumia so that research. Unso kan so omo research no voter region. Oya research ni we no okache Ghana for say that was the first leg of the research. Now subsequently, no, obeko the border towns. Till date, waiting alcohol. Until me nko hoye. The next one on the same bloating of the electoral register. Mami J Mensa, Jenan, Charlotte say, as a committee to look into the register, which we are aware. Emma, that committee actually officially. Emma, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, inviting. So I'm met the committee, no. The NTO see register na den e bloati non fan research nya den embra mbeta so then na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e be kodia minim e me dey say also obi wanko it tells you say na your deliberate attempt just to discredit the register and I say your reason was that the register was bloated by more than 50% of the Ghana population and then the same register with the same accession no you kita nipa 16.6 million more than the Nipadodo ana Mujina so the cash register was bloated. What is the justification? Ali Suraj, Ghana na yebu, Omai na yechechere. Yema no kwarinda yenim. Me mo bi emfasika the fact say wo party bi muntinu ade ne nye kra obeka. Suraj enne na ye obi o. Enne na ye obi, ene obi nua, obi ba ne obi anko ahwere ne nkwa. Minim de beto me, manya ma minim de beto. Wa otie mi so minim de be den ebeto. Let us reason. Let us go outside the box. Let us go beyond normal. Adia enye neno. Echena so yeden enye.
It has said Raj 2 minutes so far wrap up.
Yeah, now come we kasa me kasa no a pastor. Yeah, oh, that be said. Yeah, we be discussing politics as somehow to know say and then
na dia asema kan from so ben na wo.
Asema wo kan.
Asema kan no. Bible asema na say
so be bele wo. So be catch us say Nyankopon me ba wu. Abiska. Ka won de na wo de be didi ntina wo de ama no. Why engineer me ejuma no. Utu no mo kasa. Tie, utu no mo kasa unim de oka. Stupid south, baby I me free stupid south. Stupid south.
So making references say even if a BS simple, do we have to let it continue?
That is why I said, if you listen to me carefully, I started from 1992, where those times you know, say yeah, to aba, obo se na bi ma ba pa no man for ballot box, and any obiom. So when the thing is changing, you should know say the thing is changing and face the reality. But don't take an incident our creative now person who painty any good political party.
That's what you are saying now. They say elections with the basa BNC was created by the NDC.
Somebody may make you lose election. First of all, first argument, any accusation say we are abano. Figures. That was not the that was the argument. Me bawo na masa ultimate champion.
But you can tell now time no ntina.
Nti omo kan no enye Nyankopon na aboa Ghana fo am. Omo disi.
Medase.
Nti wono to onum na wo ka say me ka manka evidence no. Da ben ye election a obi aba be catch us say na me spending $13 nene ma spending $7. Tell me. Da ben obi adia osaye yes we do respect the man. They ka o ka Charlotte osaya sam when you electoral commission ya to ba wi a want me run the system o.
Medase Alhaji Suraj ena wote nenkano Alhaji Suraj ena wote nenkano yemfa messages kakra yemfa emfemu emamo Nana Isaka Osman and what do we aba and nani wana love one tinti ati abesi sa no kojo amedome and was say good afternoon me mainti ebusuya teacher constitution we am say and was say tie NDC a ye beton ye color TV akoto black and white whenever they speak they act like they made Ghana like USA or UK and Nanado together with the MPP government have destroyed it. What at all has JM left in the Jubilee House that he wants to go back and pick? Greetings to Chairman Odeno Kwakwapia and lawyer Justin Kodia. Kwaku Mason. Biams, I don't blame Madame Jane Mensah, but I blame the one who appointed her. Both of them are failures to the people of Ghana. Madame Jane Mensah was doing what pleases her master. May God have mercy on her. Emmanuel Kwaku Yamwa. Mami Biama, please tell the LPG man in your studio that he should bow his head in shame because he does not know what he is talking about. Is he thinking about himself or thinking about Ghana? Please tell him to stop his analysis because there is no amount of their lies and propaganda will wash. Ojo Asempa Furniture Works, and also a nice show indeed from Edum Kumase. Felix Minta and Wadiwe Abba. Okankwesa constituency. Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH. Under the able leadership of His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his iconic Agric Minister Dr. Uswe Akoto, the living standards of Ghanaian farmers in the last few years have changed from bad to good. Poultry farmers who lost their birds to bird flu disease are going to be compensated. Have they been compensated or they are going to be? Indeed, it's a joy to be a farmer under this competent government. AKWAFO for Dr. Owusu a free year and ordinary abanono. Na Bashasha Imam Churoma and the way Mr. Islam Kasa Ebinu Watro Ewa Hasi Minti Minkai. Augustine Tengen was a good work, Comrade Godwin Mahama. You have said it all. Your opponent has even lost control. Also the free Domiabra Obum constituency. Azeman Ventures Chronom opposite the market. In fact, NDC and the MPP administration are the same in terms of abandoning projects from previous governments. So they should stop abandoning projects and stop wasting money to protect and protect the public purse. Augustine Tenge and was a good job, Nate FM. Munkaila Jonah said we yaba and also the free carry. Please tell Mahama that enough of his sugar-coated but empty words. He has spoken more than this in the time past. Mahama, who told unemployed graduates that he's not a magician to give them jobs, is now talking about high unemployment. Fellow Ghanaians, let's not dance to Mahama's tune of short memories. Mahama would rather worsen our plight as seen from 2012 to 2016. Regards to Justin Kodia Lee, Tekpo, and what do we have on MAAME BIAMAH? 5 people were slaughtered in broad daylight at Agboboloshi during the 2012 elections. Kushegu National Security Officer shot an NPP member. Had it not been Dr. Frempong, he would have died. Isaac Apochi, what is the total valid vote we used to elect Nanado as president? The elections was never free and fair. The MPP hypocrisy must stop. And also, Edine Diaba, mefa messages, it's one more. Now, Nanka may buy a quick one because of your time, Nintino. Workers on government payroll, yes, you say, Yamo, or order. I mean, Kanasa, they have given them an order. So by December 1, we are buying Juma ni na unkita Ghana card nibia unsa enka waketua. Sa die way ehame pa mianka sama fa ne personal. Ehame. They na government the policy be a bar. Yentu ya ade no it is the government brought the policy say ebesiesie yen ebeye yi. Ada na yentu ye mbo ase enye. For example, NIA the Ghana card issue e ba ya ye status here register. I thought said that was what we were going to use to vote. Every sorry how much just a bit of cross sorry how much a whole week the person couldn't register. And no could see. At the end, yen card, yet yen my money yen card. Why don't we take our time to do whatever we have to do at the appropriate time? Say be my 2 years. Obia making sure say obeko and I because Mrano Krama and I follow to me say. And some of the started our registration. No, mumbia mo offices every district so every region. And then you begin your registration process. This time, yeah, one is and to near be center and the busu gidi Francis have the COVID issue jimut and then let's see. I feel the Domadia Banner say, we your government work cannot by 1st December. We need Ghana card. How can it happen this way? But your take on it, Mr. Sanitano.
That's it, Mami. First of all, I see a TRCC change. It's a very difficult process. But before that, let me commend the government.
Okay.
On the digitalization now, at the end of the day, young Ghanaians need a benefit. What the policy be balanced, the policy is good. Now, 1 year stakeholder consultation properly. To ensure say adena we no obia atiase na wo sorry to prepare now be more or less an ultimatum December bosomo ya so no into 2 months what be catch
2 months for 1 month
you see
yeah 1 month 2 weeks into 1st December kitabia your salary
I know now I have a problem with it. Otherwise, look, they should not make this move to come and thwart the effort of the government in ensuring, say, the carding system, because NDC they tried it, they failed.
I think this is coming from the Controller and Accountant General Department.
What is the consultation between controller and accountant? NIA. So almost trust. Almost the feasible now. Because see, the carding system as we all have embraced it, at the end of the day, be inured to the benefit of the population of this country. By a case, there will be workers ultimatum. Those on the payroll of government. Yeah. Within 1 month here and December year, it is impossible. They say, if it is not my fault, are you saying so you are not going to pay?
Yes,
me?
that is.
No. One Nippon woman too much of Ahoma.
You say the Ghana for
Subansity. For me, I will propose this December 10, it will not wash. Omontrasi biom no money proper stakeholder consultation. In tandem, and also money NIA and Trasi. No munina embo say. How can you effectively make sure say those on government payroll, wherever they are, they can get their cards? As I see a talk, you procure vehicles and more. As it will go into the various areas you need say government in Kofa way, a year Juma have teachers are horo, any centers will be offices in Biaka. We should do it. They should have a van that is going around to register people and give them their cards. If indeed they want to, as it will use this particular December as their deadline. But the December deadline there, they should sit down well, deliberate upon the issue. And yes, at the end of the day, the government will be at the center of controversy in the sense not the policy number, but the people implementing the policy from one sector to another. More policy and good no about the albatross on our necks.
That's Godwin.
I'm in governance, if there be stakeholder consultation, penny now a kuobi. Now person we BBBR. You must first do what we call market segmentation and do stakeholder identification. Now who stakeholders? Person may go deep into it. Yeah. But ultimately determine who key stakeholders are. Then the others will follow. Ultimately just that segmentation now. A more overview of one SS who engage. Because any stakeholder be engage in everything that we want to bring. Until there's a first time, so stakeholder segmentation. Now who directly affected or directly affected, then you engage them. In this case, who share this particular policy the key stakeholders are teachers. Teacher phone na Emma. Key stakeholders are nurses. In other words, public service workers. But because for money na ma park. Now only one be in community no. Only one kasa through unions. Na be representative one. No only one bobo in seminar. No ma kwechi any omunkofo na kwede akodi nkomo. No wa jeje omunkofo na adwene e de aba. Now the SFata no na ye de egu nkrata so na ya. In this case, we ANC. Ya akoye ti said dia aban we ene Ghana adwumayefo enni ne yie. Enche bia na yehu se aban adwumayefo epe aketua mu ntumu. All to realize say yesi oman ni mu ayeden. Nti mu de mu nso 4% mu. Enu mpo no 4% ni buy because the main proposal from government was that the more pray for aketua mu ntumu dia, then there will be redundancy. Ya be saki adwumayefo. Ho ye niska. Nti
the main policy I feel government will buy and say there wouldn't be any increment.
Yes, into another issue is some more prefer increment dia.
Okay.
And then you be you because you niska. I debate you asa e kanu. Until they were tight, their hands were tight. Just you realize abani boma to ni die mu bom until they were article 76 holders and they were article 4 holders. I get me. And no me no ka say adwumayefo guso kun. I get me. They are still talking about it. Just you realize what samba say obi ni gada kada muntu yanika. The issue is that abani kasa make sure say obeya mo obi enya card na dabi because ne me no ka say e bi register aye up to ne omo card MAAME ana me boa and ne say obi e phone lines o me ka kire and then me tie a lot of the likes of TV3 Metro maybe send messages on the same topic. Until you want to register or card in point MAAME. Until next would deny some of the salary. And the fault and your fault. And sometimes the card in MAAME where to go and locate the card so has become an issue. Yes. The next issue is that King Kain NIA4 release no. Maybe some say emrabe no mujina so de ye de omo ye no. Ghana enye war state. Enye buga state. Ye de mra na bu Ghana. Nti bibia be ye bia so make sure say ujina mra so na ye den. O de ye. Emra wo Ghana ne say ojuma ye ni se wo kwa adwuma. Na yet me register wo say wa ye adwuma. Na month ni do say ye den. Ye tuya wo ka. Nti na wo kire me say me kwa adwuma the whole month. Then by the mere fact say me register me Ghana card ye. Enye mra bia na wo de chekere me. Because as we speak, they are here to tell us emra omugina so de ye de omode ye no. So the mere fact say makwa adwuma 30 days. Emra no purchase we adwuma more than 15 days, I should be paid full salary. Are you getting me? Into my adwuma 30 days. Me eligible to be paid no. Because of this issue you will not pay me. No, we cannot go like that. I think say you sue a feed the case. You can say your controller your accountant general. Yes, but a buying power be wo honum. The entire buying power be ni say or power be on no. Ensusue ekon nakra nanti de oya nyina no e buying no. Ntinu the before a feed the case we catch the government of Ghana, the Ministry of Finance and a controller and accountant general say on the Ghana Jumayefo ntimi ni agrosa. They must go back and reverse it, and if possible, almost start to infuse what we call stakeholder consultation, and to give us reasons. I get me critical reasons, meaningful reasons. I have to assume for which they think say, baby, a year kono, a year after all. Omoma reasons are meaning say all the unions will buy into it. Now omo extend the timelines, no. Because you say ufitu prekun epolosia moja eneba. Medas say Suraj Mbacho Bremo Mame.
Sister.
Yes, dear.
So shocked.
Fucking what's
oh dear. Oh. Good.
Right, Ghana for so money to
there be Ghana for Timeka. Oh, and you be behind the politics. Let us be very honest. You know what Kroma and I introduce you Ghana card.
Yeah.
The Ghana card now by introduce you no. By now no, I said go be aware by Jima Bia Kuta. And now government fee say, Madam, in himself, buying aqua. Yes, but Oko Sly no. Yeah, what in it? Say, ye BBA, will you sue state ID card now? Who chrono what the NB? Can you see a percent Ghana you put your name? And the Bain you because the BI be transfer because of political party, opposition party.
It's right. Obianka se card nenye.
Tie me kan.
Obianka se card nenye.
Obianka no say decision no abantem.
I say spontaneous. Munye we gidi. Meanwhile, the thing belongs to us. Your property. Your property. Why don't we take our time? Make sure that we do the right things at the right time.
Free time Ghana card no.
Me na oza me ma wa yi bi say Ghana card na me say that is what we are going to use to vote. Because the way I dey ahopepre ni we no.
Ya use eno etu aba but ye Ghana wo. Ya dey na wan for so. Uber opa ye njano ebedu 2018.
Now what start what because our time frame you know. Nipa na anya me ba nipa na anya.
Ya nka se onya ye bechi otumu. Yes onya. Simple mathematics, Mr. Onya, it's different than
why must it affect my salary?
Affect your salary. Let us not put. Listen. Let us not take a mistake and affect your salary. And nobody touch your salary. Tie me patcho tie me patcho nyabot. Tie. Say you could visa me boa. Put me catch yourself. One for reference number amba. Fabra. Obo se nipa be ko gidigidi akohwe aba bebi a wo bi a wo de beba nti ade a be boa wo no na issue yes see get the Ghana card na do area when you be first be implement kana kadama na effective say de bia etwa ye be tamo ko mi ngage si otobo ase me mani feel say exercise
has the process been conducive enough for the people to get the Ghana card in hand?
That is it. He's not going to say it. The documents are the calculation they have enough people who Mukuta Ghana card. Usika, nobody in this country Usika. No law. Nobody. But you see, simple. Oh yeah. Anasawaya. Ebeju akatio. The beya bibia beko into system. Debia ye sorry I see corruption. Debia ye sorry I see a buying for munye. Ye pes ghost names so ho. Tie a do baby amumian kanu kure Ghana for murefi. Yeti hano and a party opposition party or government ye see ghost names so ho.
Raji, don't try to divert this thing that we are talking about. That is don't try to divert it. I'm not diverting. Adia no mose mon konkoya saje. Me issue ne say me ba me Mama munya did it. What's
the difference? Still on pending. When you finish,
what are you talking about?
Your money is still on pending.
Oh, friend say semantics now semantics.
I
want to be very honest with life.
Being
honest is very difficult, especially when you are a politician. Let's face the fact. You will come now the national ID card no. Yeah. Abayin ka say o ma wo sika da o. What he ha ebi mu to be ko visa. Ye ka chom say travel experience. O bi to be connect ko print ade de ba. No ma ko visa.
Yes, you will not be paid. What does it mean?
Yes, a simple card.
Get
it and get your money, you know.
No, you say you will not be paid as anything. Right, you will not be paid as anything.
You will not be paid, you don't understand English.
As anything,
I won't give you two, doesn't mean...
I say you will not be paid.
You will not be giving you. You will not be paid, no. That means your money is going to be seized. Because about the seized, I say
you will not be paid.
You're going to be paid when you don't get your ID card. The government want to make sure, say, the money that is going to give you, he knows where the money is going.
I am Popo. I am Popo.
You will not be paid. No, I don't finding certification for it. Ghanaians are suffering. Ghana, you might have to move.
And I just want to worry.
People like this will complain. But I'm glad, say, I'm not talking about people like this. Clarification. Abayin ka say on fa usika ma o. Say why nye Ghana ID card na on timi ntua o ka. Koye na bra no on tua o ka no on fa data no ntu o. Say ye be ya ye be ka say kura duplicate.
Medase pa la just raja na wote ne nka na afa yemra ye last topic na ye nye na quick one pa. LGBTQ me ba cho me ba me wo enwum bi wa ha se a me mi afemfem na yentimi enhome so kakra bi. Your bar, not just say, Creole.
Hear the word of Yah, Yahuwah, Elohim, Yah of Shabbat.
ntimi mfa nipa duane emma nkramai da biara da enkoma yadru so no eye emema ne mema wo mu do chiri wo ho ma ne ma wo mu do chiri wo mo eho na sadie no de mi bisa ene se eho behia se ye beye ho more discussions Ghana embra no me questions me bisa be me ensambom na mo yi anu ama ye time no esua enti no enti no ye bisa se o se e ma ye ho bre na etimi didi ho nkomo eni se ye boso kra wo man because of your mamre ene ya mane enti to me ben pote na Ghana ye mra no ye constitution no edema saafo yi a wo mo ete sai na afen so kra no ye soma hodo a ye wo minim kra na if me nkwada abram ya kire me say we have 3 types of religion: Christian, Islamic, and traditional religions. Enti no womo no eba te say LGBTQ plus yi ehun komo a womo aboaye ta ensem yense na pese mi sata no
But I say ambiama someone will be say first question aso yen koso enka ho asem but LGBTQ plus ne what say kwesi na ntachune ubo mu a
enye yie ubo ani mu enye yie ubo chire enye yie enso ye be pim na pampam
yes but you see ma anka ubo various voices as to various presidents or most of them but what we are missing out you have never played the voice of the certain president when he got the opportunity for the first time.
In fact, I am the pastor we aba. Me nim gentiminya.
Maybe we film so I didn't host today.
And for the MAAME patch.
You understand?
For the MAAME because nyambo Tuesday.
Yes. And
former president John Mahama.
Dabi I'm talking about a certain president the first akwanya onya.
Mabo.
Dabi the first akwanya onya ye wo Al Jazeera.
See, it is bound to happen.
Exactly the case.
Oh, okay.
You see, I have listened to this tape over and over again, and I am convinced that that particular statement. Okay. Because if you remember, after that, and Nkrofo started said they were, agitating because he was calling for an agitation. So agitation, no, stronger. And indeed, this is the time for the agitation. Into the other say, young cow, say my young cow. Another issue. And you see, yen to me trust and so say yanka. Kano, we are giving them leverage. But then we cannot practice this thing in this country. As you bet to me at Tuamuasia, traditional leaders will be the best people to help.
And I thank God say it's almost the homage seriously.
I suffer for sorry. It doesn't mean say I suffer for be more yebi.
Yes.
You were him for be more ebi omwom. You will be a ministers and MPC be more omwom. You were young to phobia almost omwom. The whole society, we are involved. What we need to do is to make life unbearable for them in many ways. My party stand on this thing as liberals, we frown on anything that will infringe on their fundamental human rights.
Officer, gayism is infringe on their rights.
For me, in my personal opinion, no. But you see, young Kenny Yenas Obi, Ekoshia say where LGBT ni na ya tuogu say ebon. That one should never happen in our country.
Okay.
But we should make it such that life will not be conducive for them to be able to operate. One, so we fear and I say uncle for we be will fear. Two because no me a cause Sodom and Gomorrah. And one share year. Generations upon generations are who was for beba and no be crop about rent if you after more to crop one share sanomeno and that's what
it is just ambre etumua and nobody me
protect you one casa crapo because in that state obi enko to ensure almost embu then we also ensure say we bring them into our fold to educate them. I would also propose to say those who have gone into it that they have seen the repercussions, and I say the negatives.
Peace News, we have started working on that. The repercussions, health repercussions.
Yes, among Family Association, a former gay and lesbians association. Among Family, they will get funding to help them to ask it to come out when they are telling their stories of normal mukum. I have a doctor friend. Now doctors they are omo back no say omo protect their patients right and their privacy. But sincerely speaking, so we hear and na ukun a doctor na brother be a doctor. In no ma omo hu no. Sometimes e bi wo homo to me fancy. On the Bible mukra Jesus was sa obi yare was corner and can't obia. A chance one more gong there was some go. And that's how it is. Even normal doctors see whom I am mubi yatibino. Sabe. Them pain if we be panning as what kuku damu. So call hospital no more move famuno. But they are not able to come out to say it. Or more common. The question we should be asking ourselves is why do they go into such thing? Is it about money? But you see, they bet me up Buamasa no me yetu asia. It is important, say, Ghana for your natural resources or Africa as a whole. Natural resources, I want to. You be harnessing it properly. They are adding value to it here. Rather than say the more free. No more says your money and yes, can no more says can one bed that die. I'm a yakosa and sumo ya. And just say and fabi be papa BIAMAH. Mpacho where the mesrebisa. So worry. It is sabe. The wukun. What is a winning will be yes at the bend, and as a was what is any will be yes at the but there be so may I have a crash Raj? No, me. What you would do, I can say how. That is your sister. Is that Mummy and Sam Motihe? The Obi Bosha Dema no whom that's why your bear manners sabi no onim so your bear madia. That's a what can say in your Marasa wish and say. And more just gross your eyes over them. Not the fact I go pop on and it's impossible. It's impossible. Nani crop on your phone because I wouldn't know kiss. Right, my boy. Me wish I name your pepper. I wouldn't be. No, dear cousin, you know, a Christopher, Yana Yamana Bassa. And Nana Mibisano. Yana Yamana Bassa. Is he a Christian salon? Yes, no, Christians, Christian pa, Christian Yana Yamana Bassa in the sense that look. He assures us to see our sorry. What you say, we couldn't catch say, or pursue a while back. Would be a bit funo and ya grow. But gone were the days, sir, Adiano, not a better. I will use myself as an example. From about April, there about, my wife will take a kill, or take a kill. Many will be trempera. Not true. They are true and you're true, whatever it is. Oh, who may want shame. For that period up to date, there don't be any baby. Hey. You understand? Yes, I'm using myself as an example. Yes. And this is it. Meanwhile, me was feeling called baby. And I was thinking, so be reason up to no say this person doesn't go out. Until where from these things that matter, I cannot. No, sometimes you don't based on speculations and hearsay. Exactly the case. But me, I will marry again. In addition to what I have. Wow. I will. Wow. If I can't take care of them. Because a lot of people don't have, they are not getting husbands. Right? I saw one woman at Trempra. Guitarist for and no or Trempra. Mosia me and you know. Yet more and more worry I suffer for no. Most of Trempra. You understand? And yeah, Christian for no sad doctrine. I had Jatu Yahoso, Obitis and Niku on Prakake, Obitis and Nero on Prakaka. Not Aquayan Tokwa. Meanwhile, the time I mean, me fear no of an best and me no me and son. Not a effect. Saturday or more bo muti outstanding or because sorry. Omun word you where the bar, or for the day we are balanga, the pedian and Asiadi. And then in any hobby. You understand? Brony and I say, and and also grandma extended family system, not break it down. They are introducing their culture are valueless into our system. You better get to see traditional system now in Kranza man or the a year. That is what we must adopt. Yes, at the first now. So Kodana so Johnson. Yeah, my memory of Papa. Yeah, wapa near the Catena for not I say Medas Anita no and what's in LPG national organizer Godwin.
I think I side with LPG man, but the last portion I mean person side with him. The fact said me yere MAAME I said the other portion he was trying to let it look like a basis for which for engaging in that. I disagree. Okay. Because the fact say me yere MAAME me the between pana wa bonten. Dan say me nua bema ebeka koda. Yes, that is it. Because I'm here. Did you have MAAME and son wa beautiful ones. Me ntwa ntra say be assessment. Ko anya me won wa say me ma ni mu ba ko kra maybe ne condo bi anase ne ho kra sorry e wo baako yeah that is it obo the onu you go say very nice lady hweleti wo da mane so ye ne hwe na ne camera ne hwe ne ti na tie for yes so you see the question is that aja me won wa say ubehu unyanko ba na unyanko bema na onu mbom edo ko tin dia nyankopon boy me dem me kasa hwe san krofo no ene won wo mo so so no they are not normal my recommending on several stages maybe suaka the lives of Akoto Ampaw professors in na omu hia psychologist
wow
yes that is my yes in nama yen we ne fa yen senye den enche muslim for omu report hu so otonpok ohun kro twem nti ade a wo mpe no un defend
ye chiri ko kwa ye ni ne ma
I get me nti media me recommend say they so ya show omo adwenim ba yen ko on the issue me see omo show omo adwenim that is me me see asem we anya asem say ye didi agro when we joke with it no please
I said joke with that
it will joke with that because you see mama ka asem nchiro enne na yen say just a handful and yes aniema no nti nu won omo nya ne doso ya nhwe ye a time will come won omo ye ne ba be doso se yen ayen unim de nti the bema ni bema ware no ba ni oba ware wi a they have forgotten say marriage has a purpose say ye be wo ma ya ase adore say mpano anwea okay Matthew chapter 19 verse 5 Genesis chapter 2 verse 24 and Genesis chapter 1 verse 28 talking about oba ni obema eware wan kan ni oba eware but omu ye wi a they now come to know say omu hia nkola na omu akomini wo ya ware obema ni oba no asabi went me anhwe ne board yakọ orphanage home no then they go and adopt them into some of what shows omu wadwene the next one too is that mama nchiro hwe I have been a teacher for more than 7 years now. Okay. Practical learning. We adopted practical learning than this reading. Ako adopti akola na. Dia akola ni ehu ofie na. Bema ni bema eye no. Enu no osua. So as they keep adopting, they keep indoctrinating the children. Nti bibi bedunu, the Bible nya won omo believe in that thing more than many who are yen believe because uni bibi. Ye be wu akọ. Into amugu so adopting na na sankola no so ye den enyi ampempe so no na ye ko nti it's not about nsami wo ha we and what's your massage no nipa de wa bodam wajimi the issue is that ye mira etia the kind of Criminal and Other Offences Act 1960 which I have a copy here.
Okay, read them for me.
Section 104 that is 2 no say unnatural carnal knowledge is sexual intercourse with a person in an unnatural manner or with an animal. Ntadia enye natural. How come say only will be better afan nechi? It's not natural. Nti yemra ni ti to hwa Sam George mo emra na o mo de ko na. It is to fine tune this particular Criminal and Other Offences Act. Even to the extent impose a boss ankrofo no ho ban. Because na hu sankrofo na obetimi hu na o mo ho hinti na wa linchi won. But mrani tese untimi mpo hu nipa no akolenche no untimi mpo hu nipa no mpo enro ni say o ye lesbian as a gay emrani ubedi nti at another breath mpo no emrani bom hu ban. But you see a same way pempen su ni na ne say President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na Akufo asem we aba mami just a minute okay hwe yenhwe under Rollins under Kufuor under Mills under Mahama Wanam penso na yenya this agitation. What Nana Addo ye ni say? Nkrofo ni enim kwan no. Omu nim kwan no. E na onya akonya ko Algeria no no kire won say America de na sa de ni ho. But UK na sa de ni ho. But nkrofo no sorry mo mo home ne so no e na agitu mu. Nti Ghana de ani osisi a. Ba se mmiri bi du na nkrofo no mo home ne so dia. It is bound to happen. Nti na wa kire won say the akwan Baku person on betimi afa amaya jisa nema na to say on be back together aye what we call advocacy ene na dey ehunu nti na onim the last point ni say ene nana da ko pen ye obi a or two positions Kufuor kasa once Mills kasa once Mahama kasa once ene President Nana Addo eko Algeria ene ni tape ho ana oba Ghana ko sha sorry dan kitu ebi mu ene ko okachi say the UK funu wonte Until the issue is that which is which. He has to come back.
And one catch you can brof.
Monsieur Okachi, and I'm translate here. Don't worry, Monsieur Okachi, and I'm translate. What's that?
Oh, I say it will never happen.
No, our 2 stands. Don't worry, let's leave that one. The pointer. No,
it will not be under the presidency of Nana Addo Dankwa.
No problem. The base point I'm person me driving out and say onu ko ape wo 2 stands aden and onu ko ape wo 2 stands nti aso timi back no be kire Ghana for ne stand.
That's it. Raj.
This one about Nanado voice.
And the first one.
It will not be under the presidency of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The same-sex marriage will be legal. The same-sex marriage will be legalized in Ghana. It will never happen in my time as president.
It
will never happen.
You see, me say, the Nanado yen we are seeing now one call launching book. One call launching of the book. The owner of the book, gay. Uncle, che, ye kasa. The BIAMAH can share your num kasa ye because whatever goes around comes around. Nanado as a president, Nanado as a former flag bearer, Nanado as an individual. Nanado as a Ghanaian uncle lanchi gay book bia as a human being. Wanko uncle lanchi gay book bia anyway. Na mabo bi di mesi Nanado me kan ye wanye. Nti di aka no. E wo momo ho. Nanado uncle lanchi gay book. Nanado eni adamfo a wo ye gay a wiase nyina nim se wo ye gay. You see, o de won sa benku ma chire obi fi a. Eyiye na enne me no kasa sesia me pese me ka asam bi very important Ghana for ntie me na Akufo-Addo aba bontin abekasa atiagi me pese the other leaders of the country embra na omun kasa omun supportu amne da ho odewu asam da ho me see your leaders e wo Ghana ha Nanado abekasa on supportu me pese me throw challenge on the other leaders of the country we Ghana ha omo bra bonte no omo mbeka say I Mr. Ali Suraj am against it ye kata so a ye ne te say edru politics a ye no it's a challenge to Ghanaians as a citizen of the country me pese me team leader focus so omo nka say enye they will support it madam obi be PSS ya no be ka say on support a ni campaign mo ha fa ko the campaign have me dem mbodi me see be my witness una we host and date trouble Nanado say on peneso under his leadership leaders na kana omo petumi o Ghana ebi o tumi a omo Ghana no I challenge them so omo out Emeka say omo support na Ghana enko yie me nyanka say
hey na my boy Suraj
sadie we the best thing I met me aka Suraj and say me kokano based on my religion. Be kremoni. Kremofo. Ya forbid this idea. Quran and jintum. Even said the meaning ka Bible Quran so e ka say o dey say office o tumi amana wasalasa waruba ni nyina uni mu be bi e di aka ho na eye nidie but e bema eni bema oba eni oba hwe ene o kaya Pastor doctors for MIA intelligent we say even sadie no SAD yare HIV more at the back room and na ye kasa common corona e bae MIA ho kire what about say HIV e ba be ko more into the system and to me my own advice is say I strongly believe say a bad thing until they be people like Sam George the omo ye no omo so abaso say ye jumapa no omo ye they are supporting the country. For you to be a citizen, good citizen of the country, it takes boldness. But let me tell you my last word. Say, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo was one support to, but I want to see the boldness leader. Obe say,
Me asimesi or former what or what? Me say
and so be akasa.
That's what be akasa.
Kufu akasa, me akasa, Mahama akasa.
Yamba mama de ni enti. Yamba mama de. Me see. Eni menka. Debi menka. Was say enya wo de man nka.
Same nyina na be ye wo de.
O my 30 seconds my nkasa ne enko.
Media no so mo boy. Okay. Because enura na be hwe advert bi wo UTV.
Okay.
There's a film called He, She or something like that. What do they mean?
I don't know.
That brand here, no, yes, star, bisa. Yes, female or whatever it is. I think say the station manager should go behind, investigate, watch the film before. It's UTV there.
It's all about us.
It's all about us. The person be Babe touch my also. But say she male or say whatever it is. Be a can call. Be a
no. Bebacho ya da se pa ya ti ase. Uso wo bibi 30 seconds.
I'm you see. Me pese me bisa, me pese me ka ase me kire Ghana for. Onim dia pese me ka. Omomfa tape na boy no. Na omunya critical analysis on it. You see? And I don't make it the friend conditional speech. Or say any time. That means so official na say bad obeti magia. But all the presidents they made a definite statement. Was it not under my time?
Atami said not under my time. Nanado said not under my time. Mama can make us
I was here for Alhaji Ali Suraj, NPP National Communications Team member, Godwin Mahama, NDC National Communications Team member, and Ayawa Sanitano, LPG National Organizer, Wadaroma, Mebua, my person, and some more, and ne, yes, sorry, Jumedi, so La Michael, where the Facha me pa, and my foul lot time, papa. Suraj, what you want, they were Habrabefa, I'm a foul lot time, Facha me, Media Sada, and Ma Obibia, Kwenya, it's production team do Damia Magero Sajuma and a Frema Abankro Adaroma and a Obuan Semiano Emma Mede Bremo. Bidin at the MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO Makramo.
So Timbuktu Ghana. The word of Yah, Yahuwah, Elohim, Yah of Shabbat. I'm on fire.
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. You're right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiura, me mwachi o Efiura. Yes on.
Machi o Efiura. Efiura me chia wonye so.
Hey, Eura, enfase mamsu. Wati? E ba force chia me. Mo yem no.
Won so pepe.
Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiura bekon. Eh, Efiura we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewurade. Mo kwa sori. Ye papa ye. Ewurade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da se netimi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne ma edi nsu ehia twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa dio, ewia dio, enumre dia mo no makodeo. Mo mame na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya.
Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanke kabinje Efiura ya wi aya kwasere body pache. Ke Efiura, wuti fia se light bi no water bi oba wuntua bi. Wo sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom.
Hwe me catch we pray nya pray fa.
Say this what chocolate drink no. Metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate. E de me hia ni nsuohie. Na nsuohie so me ntoi. Say me bufu a, metumi ato bag mu a wate.
Yeah, fiewura we nko ade ma abunfu.
E fiewura fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi.
Munyam sumponie. Munyam sumponie. Na mo ba ye trimodefo.
FDA ahwe se adwede nkratoe mo agye ato se eye.
The show eja oba any unkonkron dim.
The groom is sick.
What?
Malaria.
Malaria. Lufat.
Injija